All right. They say screw it, go live. I said screw it, but you know what that means. We are live. On me. We are back for new Trippers, yo. So welcome everyone. I'm going to go to everybody here. Everybody's on camera.
The gas.
I just do this particular kind of
jig.
It's my starter.
That's your jig?
Yeah, starting jig.
Like a jet ski dance.
Oh, that was a
I
whole.
forgot about the jet ski dance.
Oh, the jet ski dance.
I did find some. Honestly, here's what's funny is one of our sponsors, Ambient Realms. I was looking through some stuff. I did find some royalty-free songs and downloaded them, and I did find a jet ski-esque. If we ever get back on that thing,
When?
I might.
Get back.
When?
I
We
feel
would
like
spend money to park that shit.
I
Cost
felt
me
like
20 credits of some amount
It's Star-
that we have.
yes.
Stargate
I know this
or-
is starting weird, but
Star Studio.
No.
it was Starshine.
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 And here, let me just see. I don't know. Let's see if you guys. Welcome to New Trippers. Welcome to Time to Tabletop. Thank you so much for showing up. But I wanted to play a song because I found it the other day, and we never got back on the jet ski. So let's see. Which one was my? Oh, it was this one.
That's pretty much since you mentioned it. I'm just like, I really want to.
Oh hell yeah!
Ooh. Yeah. It's my jam.
I
This
felt like,
feels like the-
and I
the
named
scene
it
in The
Starshine.
Matrix
I was like,
where
I
they're all
named the track
dancing
Starshine
In the real world.
Yeah.
because I just.
Because it's like we're on a mission. And it's serious, but it's fun.
But we're gonna do a couple donuts on the way.
Like a couple.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna get the whole thing.
Look at the whole
But these
bag.
ginger chews, like, no, really, they're delicious.
Is it really gingery?
Yeah.
but
But they're gingery sweet. Like they're candy chewy.
oh, those
It's
are
like
good.
it's sweet, but it's like biting just a little bit.
Well,
All we do
welcome.
is eat.
We got to go through our.
You're about to watch 3 hours of people
We've got
eating.
dried pineapple.
Yeah, they-
Mojito
we could be like those
gummies,
videos
and ginger
in like,
cheese.
is it Thailand or Vietnam?
No, Thailand.
Where they just eat for 3 hours on
We
camera.
would get so many followers.
Because it's coming from someone who forgot to bring snacks. Yet she
Hey,
brought out
she
seven,
bagged
I think
these. She
7
only brought
bags
these snacks.
of snacks.
Oh,
I
and
forgot
the
to
2
bring
bars.
snacks.
Which are like health bars. And the lollipop.
Like about seven little packages of goodies.
And
That's when somebody forgets.
Yeah, that's your. Oh no, I forgot snacks.
Actually, my sister's the same
Yeah,
way.
living
I've
on
always
tomato
said,
syrup.
if I have to be trapped somewhere with someone, I want it to be my sister. Because in her purse at any given moment, there are at least 3 cans of Dr. Pepper, fruit snacks,
What?
and other assorted goods.
Are there different
What the hell?
types of Dr. Pepper?
What kind of bag is she packing?
She's a
No,
snack
it's
bag
just
of holding.
It's
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
Very backpack.
Okay.
Oh
She
my
is a
God.
snack
Yeah.
bag of holding. Yeah.
That's what she does.
That's
She is like-
The
fantastic.
snack bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what she is.
Yeah.
That's. I'm okay with that.
Find in the back room
I love snacks.
of-
What?
I totally forgot
We're
his
the
name.
Mary Poppins.
The dude who sells things.
If anybody. You guys are all young.
Was it Willie?
Oh, Willie. Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, was it even Mary Poppins that had the bag?
Yeah.
Infinity bag?
Yeah. She's a Time Lord.
Thank you.
And then
The bag is her TARDIS.
She. That's true. And then who? Hermione's.
Mm-hmm. She had one too.
Girl is called, but it's just like a huge ass bag. Whatever. Big deal.
She is cool.
Basically just a bag of holding.
Yeah. But all wizards.
Like, come on, guys. D&D came up with that years ago.
Right. They're requesting a little bit more volume on you guys.
No.
So everyone just starts
Damn.
screaming.
It's something crystal
I think we should go less
Kind of
volume.
deep
Make them
these.
worse for
That's
it.
why. And be like, what the fuck are they saying?
Then we just gradually get louder and louder, and then eventually they have tinnitus.
Well, no,
Yay.
they just
We
have-
did that.
Yeah.
They're just like this the whole time, and then randomly throughout the show, we'll just go, scare the shit out of them. No, that's a bad idea.
This is how we start our shows.
You'll do like lo-fi, just like mics to the mouth. Like.
Well, what would you guys? I did turn it up a little bit. It's the room mic.
Coughing.
And there's 2
I'm
of them.
like allergic to this sometimes.
Well, I already turned them up a little bit.
Or is
So,
it because we make you
Listen to it a little bit, and
so-
it might be okay.
Yeah.
You're allergic
Or do you have
to
it on
our
in your head?
Awesome.
laughter.
Is it a little better for them?
Yeah.
But no, we.
Oh, I didn't.
This is kind of how we start our shows now. Just kind of chill out,
Casual.
relax, because we all have like real jobs and do real things in life, and we hang out here on
Yeah.
Thursday nights and act a little silly, which is great. But yeah, we got just a couple nuts and bolts kind of things. Let me pull up chat just in case somebody is saying something. I don't know what they are.
All right.
It'll be a fun night.
This is my turn.
Why, thank you. Why, thank you. I was trying to make something that would bother you while you slept and go, oh my god, that song
I
is
get
playing in my
scared.
freaking
You see,
head.
it doesn't get stuck in my head.
It's-
I don't think I've had a moment yet outside of this that I'm just like I can't get that freaking thing.
Look at this shit.
Good.
I do that.
Well, I'll text you.
Great.
I'll send it to you.
I'm just
You can
like,
send it as my tone, and I'll
Please
text you a
do.
lot.
Yes.
We're going
Just
on with this
accidentally.
anymore.
But since we are good to go, I do have the
Whoops,
chat out if
everyone
anybody
just
wants
blew
to
out. Yeah.
chitty chitty
That's
chat.
terrible.
My
lord.
I was gonna pull up the rules too. The
Oh.
Open Legend.
We're going. We don't need
Rules.
rules.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, we gotta make sure give credit where credit's due. Arknight, they hook us up with some of these digital downloads.
Let's get digital.
Digital. No, I'm behind you on this one. This is a good one. I
I
like
feel
it.
like running and exercising and aerobic. No, I never feel like that.
But
I
in
was gonna
the
say,
yeah.
Nope. That was a joke.
to say I do not relate to that feeling at all.
There's that guy. Arknight. These little flat plastic minis and stuff. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. They allow us to give you downloadable codes for free stuff. We've been giving away quite a few lately, so follow, and you might get one. Of course, we are using Ambient Realms goodies. The Ableton made something for Ambient Realms. Hey, puppy. And we use their little push buttons to make announcements and to cast strange things. So we use those kind of things because Ambient Realms lets us do it. Lets us do that, and they're our sponsors. So make sure and check them out. Of course, ambientrealms.com. They support Huntington's Disease Society of America. Woo.
Say that 5 times fast.
I can't say it once. But you got to check it out because it's a great cause. They've raised over $100,000 for them through Ambient Realms. Plus, they're a huge advocate of Autism Speaks. So make sure and check them
Seems like
out.
something Trader Joe's would love.
So we're also gearing towards giving away a second set. We are working on it. Original Gamer Apparel. We're working on that for our subscribers. So thank you so much. If you are subscribing to this channel, you have no idea how much that means to what we are doing with the community and reaching out. It allows us to do a lot more stuff with gaming, kids, getting out into the community and building more of just a lifestyle that's based around and helping people around gaming, which is pretty rad.
Stealing their money.
So, with that going on, we are going to go ahead, and I know everybody had a great week while they weren't playing. I know they all did. So let's chat with the guys about how their week was.
Oh.
On the positive tip. And the tip of the nose of Brandon got touched last. If I did see that. Well, Griff, Brandon, / let me turn that down on our end a little bit, maybe. And let's talk. No, go ahead and tell me what's up, man. I mean, how's been your week and how are things going with you?
Good.
Just you. Just good?
Just good.
Just good. Playing any new games? Anything you're really excited about playing? I know I am. So when it's my turn, I will say something.
I'm excited about this.
Part of
I'm excited to
Oh,
continue.
you're
the
like
story.
excited about this.
I'm all about this. Yeah, because we've been talking about. Well, we haven't really talked too much,
Yeah.
but we really want to talk about it. You messaged me today, and I was like, let's talk about it tonight. So we'll talk about it live with the kind of things you want to do. But any other games that you're playing or anything that you've been doing? Because I know that on Discord, I know that he does play some things. He shows us what he's playing. So does Musical Rice.
Did not show up.
I do.
Yeah. You know when you enable where people can see what you're playing?
So careful.
They warn you every time you log into Discord. It says, "Do know that everybody can see what you're playing. Do you want to turn this off?" And you're like, "What's this, X?" Right? Like every Windows user in
Yep.
life.
Yep.
That's all we do is click it. Why did I delete everything? Because it said, "Don't delete."
Why does it
3
have access
times.
to everything on it? Because it told you.
Why does everybody have my bank information? You said, "Do you want to upload your bank information?" Yes, I do. So yeah, I mean, we do have a Discord server. It's not used a lot, but we do have some grand ideas once we get some people in there, and it affects these guys, these players. So, which we want to get into that soon. So, especially, I'll talk to you about the future of remote RPG.
I'm into that.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
So
Picking up. What?
it comes up with a big blue mark on the top, does it not?
I see him go over his like settings.
But do you notice at the top it has a big blue banner
I
that
never
says
noticed
that?
that.
It's
Nobody
huge.
reads. Like,
It's
really?
a huge banner
Visual
pops up.
creatures.
Why did you turn it off? Because I was like,
This is
oh
the
look,
best.
Brandon's playing. I thought I don't mind if people know it if I'm playing a game. But yeah, lesson learned: if you don't want people to see what you're playing via Discord, check that big blue bar up the top that tells you can turn that off. All right, and I don't even work for Discord. All right, just choose somebody then.
Not too bad.
If you're just chill and you're like, I'm excited for this, who do you think else?
Go ahead.
Me?
Mhm.
Oh, I made some sweet ass hummus, and I'm really excited.
It is
about
really
it.
good, huh?
Yeah.
Everything here is got ass in it. Just
It's
putting it
not
out there.
just
Badass,
hummus, it's ass hummus.
It's ass.
sweet
hummus.
ass.
And
Yeah.
it's sweet. Ass
I made it. It's
hummus.
vegan too, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
And I'm like, all right. I don't know.
You're after my
I
own
made,
heart.
I made it with peanut butter.
Whoa.
Instead of the, what's the sesame stuff? called?
Yes, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's
The
called
more you learn.
I don't know.
forget what it's called right now.
My
What's
wife
the
knows.
sesame-
Tombstone.
Not that.
No.
That'd be really awkward. I need some tombstone for my hummus.
Your Huckleberry.
Anyways, I'm just
Working, right?
working.
This is what we do
Yeah.
to blow off steam. Even though this is part of what I do for a living, but
Working
Still.
them early mornings, slinging them cakes.
Cake slinger.
No big deal.
We should make like a
Sounds like a-
western.
Oh wait,
sounds like a.
Western.
I was gonna say that
Cake
sounds like a
slinger.
really bad stripper name.
Oh, I was thinking
Like,
about. I was
cake
thinking about a
slinger.
cake
dance.
slinger. Or we
Yep.
can have a.
I want like
strip-
a cake pie, like
I was
a
thinking
cake
this-
throwing, like a.
I was with.
like
I was
gunslinger.
with Jeff on that one.
Okay.
I was
You're
thinking about
well, we
dancing
should-
in a club, slinging cakes.
That's all. Yep. That's what
That's
I'm
what
doing,
I
guys. Oh, I do.
Cake for days.
I'm playing video games, just normal. Relaxed.
What games you playing?
Right now I'm playing. What am I playing? Hearthstone and League of Legends. Just.
You should play
calm
Paragon.
I know. I
Do
still
it.
need to. I need
I
to.
need more people to play
I
with.
need to.
What is it?
It's another MOBA. It's made by Epic Games, who
I love it.
the same parent company owns them and Riot. So it's very similar to League, but it's a third-person over-the-shoulder.
Believe me,
It's
I played Unreal Tournament
nice, yeah.
back in the day, and it was one of my when Unreal Tournament 2000 came out. I was like, meh.
Yeah.
But I used to do the network thing
Riot.
with Unreal Tournament
Mhm.
warehouse, so
Still
we'd
need to
set up
buy
like 50
Overwatch.
people and
That's
I want
awesome.
to play
do the 32 on 32 stuff if we could.
But yeah, no, my husband and I have been playing Paragon, and we just need a team of 5.
Paragon.
So
Paragon?
everyone should go play it.
Okay.
Well, thanks
worry,
to
downloading.
Jim, aka Craigar, I have a computer that I might be able to play it on.
Ooh.
So,
Is it just like
Paragon's
getting
is it a
like
PC
weird?
one?
Yeah,
Is it a
you're
PC?
playing
You can do it on PC or PS4, and you can play cross-platform.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because we play in the
you
same room.
can?
I'm on my computer, and he's on the PlayStation.
super
Does it
cool.
work not on Xbox?
It is not on Xbox now. I don't know if they're planning on bringing
We
it
have
there,
PS4,
but
but I just prefer iPhone.
Okay, I'll download.
Remember this other system that I also
No,
own?
It's not like you have to push a button, you know, like
Oh, it's so pretty.
in between the two.
Your life is so
I
hard.
have to push
I
a button.
can't be bothered.
It's
That's
like
why.
jinx.
I'll push a button to buy mangoes. and-
I know, I really want to buy
so
30
daunting.
mangoes.
My life is so.
Oh, that's who
daunting.
my husband's been maining lately.
She's so fucking cute. She's like, oh.
She's really creepy.
Who's cute?
Okay.
One of
I'm
the
missing
heroes on Paragon.
Okay,
They're downloading
I'll,
it right now.
I'll download it when I
Sweet.
get home on my
Want to hear it?
desktop.
Tweet it out.
Definitely to wish list.
Tweet it out. Let me see it.
Bro.
That's cool. I'm Paragon.
Oh,
I'm gonna write that.
Wukong.
Don't play Wukong. He's the worst.
Well,
he's
that's
OP
also
OP.
the same fucking thing.
He's actually very different than the one from League, but he is OP OP. Like,
Morgesh looks like Morgana.
you can't play Morgesh because that's my main.
Oh, well, that's fine. I don't want Morgesh.
Is it Heroes of Paragon?
Nope, just Paragon.
Nope. You're wrong.
We
I
need
feel like
It
I'll
is
be
just
we need a
Paragon.
jungler.
I don't know who he is. Jungles. but-
Chimera, Grux. We don't need to talk about this right now.
Well,
That's
but
fine. That's
well,
fine. We'll talk
that's
about later.
one of the best segues to you.
True.
What have you been doing lately?
I've been playing Paragon. No,
What?
actually not
What
as
is
much as I would
Paragon?
like to be. The only really exciting thing in the last week I've done is I started compiling data for a tattoo that I want. I tweeted about it a few days ago, and you boosted
I
it for me, which
reboosted
I
it
appreciate.
out, and did you see who?
I saw
think
that someone started following me, but they never commented.
it was a spell check error. I think is by James Burton. He
Oh, maybe.
replied to it and
Oh, I didn't
said,
see
check with your tattoo artist and get through look at their artwork because they're artists first.
Right.
And then they become tattoo artists. And James Burton, I did an interview. I interviewed
Nice.
him. He's a comic book artist through Scattered Ink Comics.
Sweet.
So, and his stuff is very abstract and cool.
Nice.
So he has a lot of. He's been doing it since he was a little tiny kid. There's like a 10-minute interview I did on our channel. But I mean, he started off drawing motorcycles and boobies as a little kid.
Yeah.
That literally
like
is what he.
everyone does.
And
Yeah.
Like you
Who
do.
didn't draw movies when they're all walking
I'm
around?
not even joking.
Actually,
That's
I got in trouble.
Was it like what was that movie where you drew a bunch of dicks?
Oh, super bad.
Yeah.
That was my favorite title. Was it the title sequence or the closing sequence?
This is
The closing.
the beginning.
Was
he
it
was
the
talking about how he was
Oh.
doing all of it. But maybe it's
It was
closing.
amazing.
I don't remember.
It was amazing. Might have been both.
But seriously,
Sorry.
he's got some
No, I
know-how a
tried.
little bit, and
Dick pics.
It's mostly
The dick drawing.
the idea behind it
Still a
is
pic.
I want a full sleeve that's like a mural of my geekiness. So like I've actually made a spreadsheet to help me figure it out.
Oh
That
wow, that's pretty geeky.
I think that
Right?
crosses
Can
the
the
line.
This is it.
spreadsheet be on?
Crosses the line to
The
nerd.
Spreadsheet tattoo. That'd be the ultimate geek.
I don't think I'm gonna go that
No.
far. But it's I
hard to
want
get
to have a
really
lot of
positioned.
things from different like video games and books and movies
Yeah.
and anime and whatnot. So the first step is just figuring out everything that I want to cram into one tattoo. And then I do want to go there's a tattoo artist who did this piece for me that I want to go to her again. But I have to bring her like the stack of paperwork to say, here's all your reference photos.
And create a mural.
Yeah.
I
on
love
one
her,
name.
like,
Yeah.
I think that's great though.
Yeah.
That's super great because, I mean, I've got a few tattoos. I got 3 and 3 different artists. One was my brother-in-law, but one was when I stayed in Florida and I went to Bradenton, Florida, and I was like, oh, I gotta have something here.
Right.
And then when I was homeless in Olympia, Washington, I was like, then I got out of being homeless. I was like, I gotta do this. It's just and people don't get tattoos just because they're like, oh, it's cool, put
Right.
it on my skin. It's
Right.
something in their life that represents them. So
Right.
that's super cool, dude. So keep pumping it out there.
Yeah.
One of my favorite tattoo artists, they do like sometimes you give them like a poem or an idea and then they just translate it. And
Nice.
It's called Expanded Eye. They're really cool.
Sweet.
Expanded. They're not here.
Should have replied to his
They're
tweet.
England.
Great.
You're welcome. They have really rad stuff that's like super like it looks like Scandinavian-ish minimal
what's
kind of with dots. and
What's a
stuff.
better excuse to go to England than I'm going to England to get a tattoo?
I don't know.
It's mostly the cost of getting there and
not
then
as
the cost of the tattoo.
It's not as expensive as everyone thinks to go across.
It is for me.
But I'm just saying.
Compared to what I think, at least.
Yes,
But that's a
it is
whole other
relative.
conversation.
Yes. All right. So that's awesome though.
Yeah.
I love that kind of. I love.
Also,
that.
as part of that, I've been doing a lot of research and playing old video games that I love again. So we actually just bought the BioShock collector's edition for the PlayStation,
Yeah.
and I started a new file on the first Bioshock today. Because at least 3 of the things on my tattoo will be from the different Bioshock games.
Yes. I have a heartfelt for a certain video game, but it's not my turn yet.
But your turn's coming up. So
Yeah,
you
it's
share
after
it,
you.
Obviously.
So
Is it
I like to wait my
It is your
turn.
turn.
Oh, yeah. I was
don't
up
want a
all
turn?
night
I
last
said I don't
night.
want to have a Don't do it.
Apparently Sarah doesn't want a turn.
I'll take a turn.
Take a turn. What you been doing,
just been
Sarah?
working.
Besides collecting snacks and
I
craving
collect
mangoes.
snacks.
I don't have any snacks.
I said I have no snacks, but I had candy. Obviously, I had lots of candy. But okay, so what have I been doing with my? So this week has been ass busy. I'm bringing ass into my conversation too.
Loving it.
Ass busy at work.
We love ass, I guess.
So I've been just working
Who does
Pretty-
lots and lots.
I think that's pretty universal.
Yeah.
Universal ass lemon.
Oh, and
You know,
then I've
if
been
you think
working.
all
What
around,
do you
I
guys
think it
do?
is.
Universal ass loving.
Seriously, I think
I
that
think
is
it's
universal.
Can we hashtag that?
Who does anybody not love
Hashtag
ass, like an ass?
I don't think so. I don't think that's. No.
Asses are good.
Yeah.
Butts.
But
So sorry.
But
Okay, so I worked. Oh, and then I've been.
I work.
Yeah, I worked on a bunch of dumb edits. 'Cause nobody is gonna watch this, but whatever. Anyway, I just worked on a bunch of dumb videos for a hospital chain.
Nice.
Super fun. I have like 12 things just piling up on my list. And the beginning of the week I had 3, and then I was gonna manage them, and then it became 6, and now today, whatever. And tomorrow's Friday already, so that's fun. And then in between that, I've been working on. This is really nerdy, but I've been working on a short film. So I've been writing and developing, and
is that the
like-
one in the woods thing?
yes, it is. It's I don't want to tell what it's called. It's really nerdy, but I don't know. I'm excited because I haven't done. I used to when I was in my younger years. I would do like work on films and short films for other people, or I did like a lot of my own music videos and stuff that I directed, but I never did my own short film like this. So this is actually kind of fun and new territory for me, and it's fun. And I'm all like tunnel vision, so like that's how I get.
Yeah. I love the challenges.
Yeah.
Do something you love.
It's about kids in the woods, and there's a bear king and a witch. It's gonna
That's
be
pretty
cool.
sweet.
That sounds awesome.
It is gonna be awesome. Maybe. Probably bad, but whatever. Gotta do it. I'd rather be I don't know, like I was complaining because, creative fulfillment and whatnot, so you gotta just do stuff and put yourself out there. That's my plan.
Do that.
Alright, I don't really have anything else to add though. Unless.
Okay, now get the
Okay, I'm
focus off of
done.
me as fast as possible.
And deflecting.
I'll just change up the music a little bit.
Oh.
Not because I was like, now it's gonna creep me out. I'm gonna hear it in my sleep. The song the New Trippers theme. Not that I don't love it. Those kind of things is you got to find something that you love to do, and it's even the work thing. Everybody works, and everybody does something to pay the bills. But it's the stuff that motivates you to go. Why do you go to work? So you can make money to do the stuff you really want to do.
No, unless you make money at what you love doing.
That's the key, people. That is the key.
I used
It's not
to
even
love
a
it.
joke.
Then you start to not love it as much, and then what? No, I was kidding.
Then you find
And then
a-
you
But
move
no,
on.
it's good. Yeah.
Then you move
Then
on
you end
and
up
find
ordering
something
like
else.
50 mangoes off of Amazon.
We're gonna order 20. Maybe.
20
We
mangoes
may-
and what, 10 raspberries?
This may become
One
a
little
Just 10
box.
individuals.
just a food eating. Yeah,
Yeah.
Slowly it's became a foodie.
yeah, it could be. Me
find out.
I
personally,
mean, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm like,
if
I'm
anybody
not
wants to
upset
know,
about this.
I've always been. I'm obsessed with a lot of things, and they're come in short terms. Like I'm obsessed for something for 3 months, and then I'm obsessed with something else. But when it comes to gaming and those kind of things, the one that's kind of encompasses all of that ever since the first one was Mass Effect. And
Nice.
even when I don't want to say crappy, even when the release is glitchy and has a lot of opportunity when it comes to they could have polished it better as it released, the story is just so good. Like, if you hate the graphics of Mass Effect, you hate the gameplay, and yes, you might little things get stuck in a rock and you can't find them or something like that. pay attention to the story. I mean, the story is so good and so well thought out, and so could be us in a couple hundred years. That's why I love it so much. And it's not apocalyptic. You know, everybody can go the apocalypse route, and you know, we can. What created the apocalypse? Okay, but it's still an apocalyptic, dystopian universe. But this one's not. You know, it's like it's got a lore of where are we going to be in a couple hundred years?
Right.
Where are we going to be in 600 years? Where are we going to be in 1,000 years? And I think they really delve into that better than some of the other stuff out there. So I literally here comes the funny part, at least to me. I thought I'd play for an hour last night.
We all know where this is
like
going.
12.
No way that's possible.
So 12 o'clock comes around. Sarah's in bed. She's sleeping and she's behind me, and I'm playing. And she turns off the light. And I was like, oh, so I gotta find everything in the dark now. 2 o'clock comes around. My batteries die. On my remote, I'm freaking out. I was like, I don't want to wake anybody up. I got 3 kids in the house, so blah, blah, blah. I pull the batteries out. Do I have any other controllers with batteries? No, I'm crawling on the floor with my iPhone light, looking. I can't find it, so I find this little USB cord, so I have to move up really close to the console. We all have been there, okay?
Yeah.
And now it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just saying, I really, really, really enjoyed it. But I was up till a little after 3, because that's the only time us working family can play.
That one.
So
What?
Sorry, there's an interesting
there's been a
chat.
request from the fake Raziel. Do you know who that is?
Will we deliver?
Man,
It's the
he's
feet.
like the crowd favorite.
Yeah.
It's specifically says feet or riot. So
Hey, man.
I don't pay too much attention to the chat.
Sorry, that's a good one.
That's hilarious.
Feet of riot. We're
No, I
riding
just
over
know,
some
'cause I don't.
pizzas.
I just got surgeries done on my toe, so it's not gonna be pretty.
Is that what that's all about?
Do you have a picture of your foot on your phone?
No.
Okay, now
This is gonna get really uncomfortable.
that could get weird. They have plenty of sites for those.
Foot size.
I can give you. I mean,
Show me your
I'm sure there are.
toes.
No.
Let's just not play. Let's just like joke around all day.
Well, this is our vent time. Let's be real. I was
Right.
like, we work, we do a lot of stuff, we set up, and this is like, of course, this is my favorite show that we do because I get to be in it.
Right.
So, and I get to play. Well, that's pretty fun. I don't know who that is, but yes, it is a D&D stuff, and it's a D&D-esque. It's an RPG game. We're doing Open Legend RPG, so openlegendrpg.com. You can get all the rules for free. You can also still buy the books and backer it. I want to say backer it, but back it on backerkit.com. That makes sense.
Good to say that.
Backer it on backer kit.
You can backer it on backer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It comes out Baccarat. I mean, no matter what I say, it's Baccarat.
Baccarat.
So,
You're so good.
Is
So-
it spiraling? Is that what's happening?
it might be spiraling.
They're digging these toes.
So we have a small fan club for Griff, aka Silly Sat. But as that goes, we'll go ahead and do some recapping and that kind of stuff. But I want to go ahead and talk about next week's schedule. This is a little bit more nuts and bolts, but next week's schedule, of course, Infinity Tower, our 6:30 Tuesday night show, our new show that just premiered last night. She even put up a green screen. I was like, "There's mountains in the background." That was kind of cool. So 7 p.m. on Wednesdays.
Unprofessional.
Adrenochrome. Yeah, we are really professional here.
We all
Adrenochrome.
get some paper to just be like, yes.
With a I did.
Got a real hot mic.
Got a hot mic. Pandemic. They play Pandemic Apocalypse World and Blades in the Dark on Wednesdays. Thursdays, 6:30. Us. You get to see us, and I don't know if our system can handle a toe cam, but I do have a GoPro here. That's not even a joke. They were talking about GoPro. I was like, I have one.
It's a
In its case.
GoPro, a Go Toe Cam.
A GoTo Pro.
According to Fake Raziel, it's GoPro for the toe show.
Oh my god.
Hell yes!
Yo.
We need that guy like on a writing staff or something.
or on the toe cam. You could
That's
be,
toe time.
so
That'd be the weirdest thing.
we will.
Incredibly awkward.
On that note, I'm gonna pull it into gaming stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
But
What?
you
Wait,
guys
this
can
wasn't relevant to the game?
you guys can derail all you want. I don't care.
You can derail all.
We do it every week anyways.
Yeah, but last week.
No.
And the week before. And the week before.
He's derailing this thing. I always derail. But listen to this.
But
Interrupting.
this is all about having fun. So I'm going to play our little
Get out of here.
intro video and everything. Here we go. And we'll be back in a second.
Lord. Grab one.
And we are already back, and
Woo.
something showed up within the 11 seconds of that. Our wonderful
We have a food ninja.
producer, my wife Sarah, showed up with brownie cake yumminess. So we might get distracted again.
New development. There's food.
New development. We have
just-
we've been derailed by chocolate.
Hashtag story of my life. Derailed by
Yes.
That
chocolate.
should be like
Derailed
our
by
memoir title.
Derailed by chocolate. The story of New Trippers.
This week on my 600-pound life, derailed by chocolate. That's how I feel most weeks when I eat here at my own home.
Peanut butter, bro.
I failed my goal last week, and if there is a community out there that is a fan of this show, I failed. I didn't post anything when it comes onto the blog, and I want to say that I was too busy, but I did play Mass Effect till 3 in the morning,
That counts as busy.
so I really could have done that.
That's quality of life.
In the middle of the night last night. So I apologize. You'll hear more from me as I get my schedule figured out. And of course, I also want to put out the encouragement of our players to get out there and talk about your character. No matter where they are, whether they're in game or they're not here this week or whatever. Make sure some people are fans. There are some people that really want to know what's up. So. We did talk about XP and leveling up. So I know that last week, this is more for filling in Riza if she didn't watch last week's show. It has to do with leveling up.
Of course I'm Mango Sock.
I thought you were a musical race on this too.
Nope, Mango Sock. Watch out, people.
Wait, is there another mango reference? Oh,
I've been Mango
She's
Sock.
Mango Sock.
She's
yeah.
Mango Sock. I think there's
Smeta.
something.
We're just connected. By
There's a
mangoes.
connection.
And raspberries.
I'm gonna wear you
And
like a
raspberries are
mango.
much better
I
than
don't know.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, I'm going with it. We did talk about last week about XP and leveling up.
You didn't get any. Because you
You do have 1
It's in the
XP.
chart.
I want XP.
Now, here's the cool thing is 1 XP is a lot of XP when it comes to this game.
I forgot I was supposed to like.
So if you go through the rules, 1 XP, you basically get some points involved. And we can go over that through your character and stuff. I think it's you get three attribute points, 3 extra attribute points, and 1 feat point, if I'm not mistaken.
that sounds right.
So I have 43 in the world.
Yes.
You should have 43 and 7.
7. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Total. Okay. So that's every XP point you get. Now, we did have a discussion, and we want to discuss that more, and I think there's a happy median that we can come to, because we're talking about every 4 sessions you get 1 XP. And a couple people brought up some great points when it comes to XP.
Just not read.
And arcs, like story arcs. So what I'd like to do is leave it open, and if there's no story arc that's completed after four sessions, you're gonna get an XP anyways.
Yeah. We done got
Right.
derailed.
He's like, we jumped in a pool last week.
We're just gonna swim.
Hey,
all
it was
us-
relevant, okay?
It was
It could be.
kind of.
It might
Was
still be later. You don't know.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's
Yeah.
and if it's not
Same.
relevant in the story that I've written, I can always rewrite it. So that's how these games go. But no, if an arc like doesn't land on every 4 sessions, then I think maybe I could do an XP in the middle of that too.
Sweet.
So I
like
don't
it.
want to be very rigid and
Right.
stuff like that. So I think let's just do both, for God's sakes. You know, if we
I like
haven't
it.
finished an arc in 4 sessions, get an XP. But if we finished an arc in the middle of those 4 sessions, let's get another XP. It's
I
great.
like it.
Yeah, so we'll play with it there. Legend points, people. The chat room's going off.
I'm sorry, it's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I really want to know who this is.
I want a nat 20 for a joke hand. So sorry. Okay. Just minimize that. And that's
No, that's-
done.
I really want to know who this
So the
person
cool thing is the fake Raziel, and I'm saying that French because I'm hoping that this is a French, little bit of a fetish than anything. We will find ways for the chat to actually affect the show.
Uh-oh.
So
But
in
Do we want to give him?
Watch out for
do we
a
want to give
monster.
Big Raphael back?
we are working on that. So just remember that.
Or like you'll be like limping or something. I mean, we'll see.
Right.
With injury.
Or all of a sudden we're
I
gonna be
shouldn't
like drug
introduce-
lords or something like that. It's like, oh shit, there's so
Only
much
operate
cocaine.
with toes.
Everybody's missing toes. That's so bad.
Start
But the other one was
Unless
legend
my
points.
nose and feet.
Okay, let's reel in for 2 seconds because we've got to get through the legend points.
Okay.
Because I made a mistake and I want to make sure that we everybody gets the legend points that they're due. Okay, so I know that I gave out some legend points to Trillion, and I know that last week we really did kind of a vote thing, and then we ended up with a vial. Yeah, so it's perfectly fine. You do have an extra legend point because I gave for session 5, which is not last session because you weren't here.
Was it for me slide across the fucking?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
Hey, that was to my
Yeah.
character to a T.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
bro.
say. It was like you
Yeah.
do get a legend to take with you. So hand that over to
Fuck yeah.
Ditz.
Totally
So that was
worth
one
it.
from me, and then I know that the group we kind of decided we were going to give one to Trillion there. Now we did vote on some stuff, so Trillion got a few things. Trillion ended up with a legend point, of course, and then 2 of the vials. Correct? That's what we ended up with, and I think you used one last time.
Yeah, she bolstered me.
Yeah, so you still have one.
And I should have got and I've got a legend point from that was in the bag. Is that right?
Yes. Is there? How many are in your bag?
One and a thing.
She doesn't know what the
No,
bolsters are.
I forgot.
Okay. Well, we'll get there.
I
And
got a
I just
bolster and a one of these little puppies.
perfect. I just want to give out the right stuff. Okay. So you have one of each. That's perfect because I know that you used
A bolster.
a bolster.
It's for his
Now,
flirtation.
for that same
Right.
session.
You're like, fuck yeah,
I
get
remembered
sexy.
that it happened. I just forgot what it was for.
I'll remind everybody.
Now, for the same
It held
for
hands.
that session, the vote did go around for you to go ahead and get the legend point also. Okay,
Oh.
so there is another legend point for you. Okay,
Round of applause. Yay.
Let's give her a big hand.
I love that you do it
Louder.
around. That's my favorite.
Feeling. It's a Boy Scout thing. Sorry.
I don't know that.
Confused.
Man, we're
Yeah, no.
so
It's you give them a
talking
big hand, and then it gets louder, and then it's with feeling.
about- There are now 2
I did not know
people
that.
asking for
Yeah.
toes.
It's a dumb thing.
Well, it's so you don't scare the bears out in the woods or something.
No,
You
it's
can
just,
actually
that's how you.
clap.
It's after the round of applause. It's just a weird thing.
I honestly did not know that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I buy.
Boy Scouts is a weird time in my life, but
We've all had those moments,
it's fair.
but can say we've learned, but we don't.
Right.
Right? We don't. we pretend. So for session 6, okay, this is where everything kind of got kind of cool. When it comes to legend points,
Let's keep this
for
right.
for somebody staying true to their character, I am giving one to Kragar.
Yes.
He's staying very true to his character.
True.
He's like, nope,
True that.
I will cut your face. Nope, I'm gonna choke you out.
Nope. I will slice you in half.
Right?
He's not. Yes.
He's like, okay, so I did issue one to Kragar. And when it comes to the bolster, we got some good assistance because from somebody in the team that no matter what everybody's doing and going around, somebody's looking at the big picture, and that seems to be Griff all the time.
I can see that. Yeah.
Griff is always kind of looking at us like, where's that coming from? Can I see what information's going on over there? Hold on, what's happening? You know, there's a bigger picture in Griff, and I think that's kind of his MO. What's that stand for?
Modus operandi.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I knew it was motivation something, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it a
Really?
motivation something?
No,
Is that?
mode
But it's Greek,
which is
right?
Mode of operation.
Yeah, it's his modus operandi is Latin for mode of operations.
Well, okay,
basically.
that's what I was saying.
So
I
it's
was
just the way he carries himself.
I knew it was a Latin thing, but no, this is a bolster, and we'll talk about the bolsters in a moment. I have changed my mind, and we are going to give out 3 bolsters.
Ooh.
Since I have 3 little glass vials, why not?
Sure.
So I already gave away mine, but the group, what's funny is about 6, like all the votes, most of the votes came in. If somebody didn't vote, then I can't count it. When it came to the group vote for a legend point, it was Jaya. And when it came to the group vote for a bolster, it was Jaya.
Really?
I'm not even joking.
Oh,
Like,
I'm so proud.
the way things all mixed,
Was it
they
because
were
of my
big.
flirtations with the fish lady?
Honestly,
Oh,
you
that was a big part of it. It was that's what this one was for, taking one for the team.
I mean,
So I
yeah.
was just like,
That's really what it was
All
for.
right. Well, thanks, guys. I will take that
Good
happily.
job. All right.
So- Now I know that Riza has some questions about it, but I know the chat might have some questions about it, or if anybody's going to view this, what legend points are and what bolster are. I created a bolster instead. It used to be a health one, but I thought, no, let's work together to build these guys as a good team. So legend points, literally when you use one, it's advantage. If you use 2, it's advantage 2. If you use 3, it's advantage 3. I do give them
when
out.
you use 4, that's when it gets.
Then you basically buy your own ship and fly off the planet. Fuck no.
that was from above because.
But though, what I'm since we're giving them out every week, what I'm going to do is I am going to cap them in a sense. Once you get to 5, you cannot get any more until you use some, because I want to promote you guys to use it to do epic stuff, not
Right.
just like, so I poked him in the eye and he died. No, I was like, I really want like somebody to do something crazy and.
Hey, better bolster me when I try to slide across
Yes.
this fucking car. You know,
Sam-
ready
I
for
don't know what
this
you're
shit?
talking about.
All
That
3
was
of us
the
are just
best
like, we
shit.
all bolster.
I just like fly. I'm like,
When she dukes the hazards across, I was like, it's just too
There
much.
goes that
So
dits again.
that's
trying
something,
to
but
voice like the dude.
bolster basically is the same but different. A bolster is you cannot use it for yourself, but you can use it for another player, even an NPC or something like that. You can use it for somebody besides your character to also give them advantage 1.
nice.
So that's the point. It was like, yeah, you
That's
want to
cool.
give your own stuff, but the other one you cannot use for yourself. You have to give it to somebody else. So support, when somebody is supporting the others in any way, that's when we vote on bolsters. So it's a bolster. It basically comes down to bolster boon level 3, which just gives another player advantage 1. So now we can work as a team.
I like it.
So that was the idea behind that.
Super.
Actually,
Other than that, I really didn't have any nuts and bolts. But we want to do a small. I know that we always promise
Well, yeah,
that
doesn't
this
cost
part
us,
of the
like,
show is
even
going to be
for this.
all right.
shorter,
Oh.
and we get all excited and do silly things. So,
Yeah. Start laughing over chocolate.
but you know what? If you guys are having a good time,
Token.
who cares? That's the way I look at it. If you guys are enjoying just chatting for a while, I don't care. Okay, so if we want to go around,
Your hair looks amazing.
we're gonna do a quick recap, especially because Ditz wasn't here. Right. We will find out what where was Ditz here in a little bit. But
Doing something awesome.
between the three of you, who wants to give a little bit of a recap and then go from there? So,
Between the three of us.
Griff is setting up the toe can. It's like, hold on, it's not sinking right.
Oh wait! Oh, you weren't here, so you can't.
Right.
Yeah, it's
So
yeah.
it's-
So
She
that
was
makes it
exempt.
Griff. I'm an
Yeah.
idiot.
Exempt from.
I could
She
just
was
do the,
definitely
I'll do
exempt.
the quickest recap. and
Let's
everybody
go,
else
I'm
can fill
ready.
the blanks. We made it as far as you had been. Wait, oh yeah, we had made it to the docks of this place. I can't remember what it's called right now. Did we ever find out the name of it? No, whatever. This cool place that's filled with these like
Oh shit!
This place that's filled with these people.
Let's do it faster, less detail. Not even. Anyway, and then we were called to go see the council, and we went to council, but it wasn't like scary or intimidating. It was the guy that we were following, he seemed very fearful. And we found out his name was, what was the name?
Dayu.
Dayu,
Because-
yeah.
I thought you
It's
said
Dale,
I thought
that's
you
not
said
him.
Dale for a second. I'm
Dale.
like, yeah, we're following
We'll call him
Dale.
Dale. Okay, his name is Dayu, and he was very worried and he seemed very fearful. So,
Dayu.
but we followed him to the council place, and it was like this old, rundown kind of place. It sounded like
I didn't picture
a
it run
DMV.
down.
I thought it sounded old.
No, it was
and-
like a community center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I imagine community centers are run down.
Do they have a pool table?
Like a YMCA.
I pictured it looking fine.
I was imagining a YMCA with like corkboard.
Oh.
No? Okay, whatever. Community
I
center.
mean, if that's what you pictured,
That's what I
fine.
pictured.
Then that's
I
what it
mentioned
was.
fluorescent
Pictured.
lighting and yellow walls.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
just how my brain went, I guess. Weird. Anyway, so we went to the community center. It wasn't like fancy as all. And there were two people there, and they were both fish people. And the one was very grumpy, and one was very flirtatious with this guy. And then so we encouraged him to flirt with her in order for
Encouraged,
us to
forced.
peer pressure. Because they really wanted to keep Dayu, and we could tell their intentions were bad. And he was scared.
Right.
And Kragar could tell that they were planning on probably killing him. So we were trying to get Dayu and rescue him. So his awesome, flirtation work got Dayu 2 days, and so we went, and then he was happily swimming around in the pool, which we learned gave him energy and vitality, kind of, and it made him feel like better and happy, less.
It let them breathe on land for a longer
But
period of
didn't he
time.
also feel more relaxed? I thought he was saying, I thought we learned
Yeah.
that they
But
felt
could that just be because he can breathe again?
that could be very likely. Yeah, it's translations.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so then we went to Willie's where you buy things.
He sells stuff.
But not Willie's, right?
No. Well,
no Willie's from
we might be
Willie's?
able to. We're not sure
Alright.
yet.
No.
We're still finding out.
Wait, was it Willie's Wares?
It was Willie's
Willie's
Wares.
Wares. Wait, you can
He
buy
sells
Willie's from Willie's?
I was gonna say, getting a Willie from Willie.
That'd be amazing. Sorry. Okay, so we went there, and it was all trinkets and kind of like Senior Frog's sort of place full of really cheesy touristy stuff. And then somebody asked where the back room was, and Griff was like, I know this isn't, he mathematically calculated that there's more here than we could see, and then the guy's like, okay, we'll take you to the back room, and I think that was it, as far as I can remember.
That's pretty much how I remember it too.
Describe the community center as how you imagine
Well,
it.
no, I just pictured it as like really utilitarian, but not like run down. Like I actually pictured it fairly well maintained, just kind of bland.
I imagined it as like a cafeteria, like a school cafeteria
I
where they
keep
have
thinking-
So I
plates.
pictured the same
And you
thing,
go
but
down
not
and
like
there's, like,
old
I
and
know,
run down,
same.
just like
Like the
simple
door
and,
didn't shut all the way.
and
It's like
minimalist.
the door
You
Oh,
probably
that's
grew
right,
up
door
in
did-
different neighborhoods.
door
I
did
mean,
jam.
let's be real. You probably went to different schools.
We're thinking
Sure.
Waterworld over here, man.
What's that?
Waterworld.
kind of, but
Yes.
not like I don't picture it like crappy like Waterworld.
We're just
Like-
gonna be like, holy shit, there's dirt.
just like lame, just kind of lame
yeah,
and
yeah,
boring.
yeah.
And maybe just a little bit, maybe
Yeah.
not updated.
Right. But yeah, so as we were following Dayu to the community center, we realized that you were just gone. none
Oh,
of
did I
us,
disappear?
none of us saw you go away, but you
Yeah.
went off to do something.
Surprise!
We get to the community center and meet. I don't remember his name. So the two
Senor Grumpy.
fish people. Ronco. Ronco was this old man who was super grumpy and did not want to be there. And then this other one, we never found out her name because I intentionally did not ask.
You don't want to get emotionally
Oh god,
involved.
she wanted me bad. Like
Immediately.
she talked about how
Immediately.
like lonely she's been and how I clearly understand
That kind of fish. No,
and it was just really uncomfortable for Jaya.
Of the cat kind.
yeah.
Yes. But yeah, given that Kragar somehow intuited that they were gonna just kill Dayu right off, he let Trillian know, and then she they both telepathically told me at the same time. And I was like, what's happening?
You're just like flirting with women.
Yeah.
You're like, ugh!
Like, I've heard her do it before, but I had never heard Kragar do it before. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go with this, I guess. I negotiated to give him to let him come with us as like a guide to the city. And when she found out that we
figure
were,
out the maps.
that's right.
I was like, these maps are much too
We have maps
complicated.
on those data pads,
things,
yeah.
yeah.
And we just couldn't figure out.
Oh wait, I have one of those still.
You do. I still do not. Neither does Kragar.
I do. Mine has a label on it. No big deal. I know what they're called, like the names of the places.
But
I mean,
we insisted that we needed a guide, so they
Yeah,
allowed
half
Dayu
knocked on
to
the graph
like-
for that.
nice.
Fish lady convinced Ronco to let him go with us. They said that we had 2 days, and then they would have to take care of Dayu.
No, that they would need him back.
Well, right, but they keep meaning
Yeah,
take care
kill.
of.
Like,
like-
just like,
yeah. So, why were we going to Willie's? Was it just to get me and Kragar the data pads?
My goal was to try to find, because we also learned, I forgot, that, crap, why was it though? That we wanted to go back up to the northwest area where the source of the power was, because that's most likely where any
That's right.
prisoners would be held.
That's right.
But it was
'cause we're
underwater, so
Britannia.
I was looking, my goal was, I wanted to find some sort of like breathing apparatus.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know if I even have lungs. I don't know. I
I
should
figure you can just like go in water.
You think I'm like
I
electrical? I think I'd like short circuit everything. I think maybe I can do the
That'd be funny
Or
though.
I
You
don't
jump, you
I don't
jump in
know
the
if
water,
you're
you're like,
actually
bye
electricity,
everyone.
though.
an energy,
Yeah.
like a ball of energy. So like I imagine if it goes underwater, it needs to be encased in something. I think.
So we can just put you in like a jar,
yeah. Or I could just make my fibers really tight just around
and you
me.
can't see anything. You're like, ah,
I'll just like go in your purse. You don't have a purse.
I don't know.
But
you can be a hat.
I could be.
Can be a scuba helmet.
we're really railroading. Okay,
All
I
right.
interrupted.
So we leave with Dayu. He runs to the life pool immediately, jumps in, and Jaya thought, well, I want to know what this is all about, so I jumped in too. It was basically just really wet water that like super hydrated. I intuited, I'm feeling that word tonight,
Intuited.
that it allowed the Azray to breathe on land for longer periods of time because it absorbs more water into their system.
That's cool.
Did
you feel hella hydrated?
I did.
Nice.
I actually intentionally absorbed some of the water to find out what it does to me.
That's pretty cool.
Griff's water dragon. Do we have a name for them yet?
Puppy.
Puppy, that's right.
Yeah.
Puppy jumped in as well. Is no longer sick. Is just like a super healthy
So
water,
it does
like
heal.
super healthy
So it
water
heals,
dragon now.
It sounds like.
Well, but it's a dragon made of water.
Yeah,
It might be a
okay.
little different than a
Yeah,
fish.
it's water.
But so yeah, then we went to Willie's to try and find some sort of breathing apparati, or just to get like the little info screen things for Kragar and myself, because apparently you like need them to exist in this society. Kragar and Griff both picked up like there's got to be some sort of backroom deals going on here, and Willie finally agreed to show us those.
I was just really excited
Willie
about
agreed
the
to show you his
snow
Willie
He
wears?
did. He did.
Wow.
I did not think there was anything missing. I thought.
Oh yeah, no, we were super into the tchotchkes.
The
Like,
magnets were amazing.
there were some really cool T-shirts. We
There
found
was, like,
ice
a-
cream at one point.
The Willie had a giant like staff with like everything on it, and they must have been just like.
But yeah, it had like
shiny,
pinwheels and reflectors, and
glittery.
yeah,
Pretty
it was great.
fucking
I want
sick.
that
Yeah, it was
staff.
awesome. I imagine
wanna
there was
be
at
Willie
least
for
one
Halloween.
whistle.
You want to be a
Please.
Willie for Halloween?
I'll just be a penis. And then
And with a staff.
we'll
with a
get it.
reflector.
Nobody else in the world.
With a
They just be
strobe
like,
light
this chick's
on
a
it.
fucking
Yeah.
penis. Like, what's going on?
Stabbing
Yeah,
so
she's
bad.
got. She's a penis with a shaft. What's happening?
All right. And sometimes penises are called shafts. There's a little kid in them.
My mind's eye.
She's listening to her.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Plus, it's just anatomy,
Yeah.
right?
That was good
Trying to
stuff.
justify it.
Was it from
Not a bad
Kindergarten
word.
Cop?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kindergarten Cop knows what's up.
I love
So Griff,
girls.
Hey, Griff.
So last time,
on Dragon Ball Z.
Stop laughing.
I've been so tempted to say that like the last few times. But anyways, we were brought to the council. Oh my god, I couldn't remember that for a second. Yeah, we were brought to the council, and I forgot his name. Was it Rocco or
Ronco.
Rocco.
I think
He was
it's Ronco, yeah.
Yeah, Ronco
Ronco
was.
Modern Life.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
He did not want to deal with us at the time.
Had 0 chill.
Gone.
No, you fucked up.
Cheese cream.
Too much chocolate. Get all jittery with chocolate. No.
And the fish lady was really into Jaya, like really into Jaya. And then Sarah's like, "Oh, we can use this to our advantage." And then was like, "Not only am I gonna make you do this, I'm gonna bolster you too."
Yep.
I was peer pressuring him. I was not making him. You
Yeah,
had
okay.
a choice. I
Fall
was
in
just in your That's how it works.
I
right?
can imagine you doing that. You're just like, go, do it, do it.
Now you guys have to get married. Keep the con going. Sorry.
I will not marry this woman.
Is she a woman? Oh, she was also, as far as the fish people go, like haggard. I gathered.
Yeah.
She had really old, scaly kind of.
She clearly has some recent
That's
heartbreak
pretty
in her
hot.
life as well. No,
That's
it's
some
not.
hot scale stuff, man.
Well, then you
It's
can marry
about
her.
the character, not the.
Just go on.
Yeah. Keep your thing, man.
Then I don't think I ever ended up knowing about they were gonna kill Dayu, like the entire
You're just
time.
there,
I was just
Yeah, no,
like,
no one filled you in. I was doing most of the talking at that point.
I was just like, we came here to find Tanya, and now we're at the council.
Right.
Now he's about to marry
For
this
some reason, I
woman,
really
like-
want to go to Willie's Wares.
But we
It
could
was
tell that
cool.
that Day was scared and
Yeah.
he didn't want to go back there, and that there were going to be consequences.
Yeah.
And they were like, we have to keep him.
Mhm.
And then they winked.
It's
Suspicious.
Then I was just kind of there. Sarah couldn't figure out the map, and then she's like, "Do you know what the map is?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she started to be like, "So he knows, but you don't." He was just kind of like rubbing it in your face.
Yeah.
Well, she was.
They thought we were
Right.
stupid,
Right.
but I don't care.
It was all pretend.
It was pretense.
And then afterwards, he finally convinced her
Mhm.
to let. I just said his name. Dayu. Okay. Dayu be our guide, and he had to be back in like 3-4 cycles. No, 2
2
or 3
cycles.
cycles.
I think it was just two. Period.
Okay. So 2 cycles, and then we ended up going to the pool after we left, and he jumped in the pool, absorbed some of the water, and then my water dragon became one with the pool, and then became that type of water and is completely healed. So that water's pretty rad.
It's pretty sweet.
Rad count.
Yep.
One?
Yeah.
27.
27, right? Yeah, a lifetime counter going on for rad.
27 in a lifetime is not, it's respectable.
It's only episode 7. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that average isn't too bad.
Like 4 an episode.
3 or 4, yeah, almost 4.
Yeah.
It's actually not as bad as I thought.
It's been a few weeks.
Been trying to
since
cut back
Rad's
on it.
Come
Yeah,
out. Like,
been cutting back. Yeah,
Did you like that I added
that
rad
and
into
gluten.
that script?
Been cutting back rad and gluten. No. No. Yes. So this is where we're at. So they did have a meeting with the council. Dayu is not fond of the council and fond of being where he's at. You guys did find your way to Willie's Wares. And as heading to Willie's Wares, I think everybody has kind of their own reason for going to Willie's Wares.
Right.
Stuff, things, I want one of those, kind of like, or I want something that gets me on my way to the next thing we need to take care of in this strange genocide-ish world.
We
Oh, we
learn
completely
that
didn't
they are
even mention
huge.
that.
They have murdered millions and millions of the Bubbas. Not Bubbas,
Really?
but yeah.
Yeah.
We found
Yeah.
out as genocide, basically,
Yeah.
and they have zero
great.
empathy about. I forgot all about that, and we were trying
I
to.
know.
I was trying to
Completely.
convince Dave that, like, well,
never
imagine
knew
if
that.
it was you, and they were
So
like their indentured servants.
the Ezra turned them into these like the incorporeal things like Bubba,
Yeah,
and it sounds like they basically use them as slave labor.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they also have millions of basically murdered ones
Right.
that are now spirits.
Right.
You know? So
Like
they're
Bubba.
Yeah.
like Bubba.
Bubba.
There's millions of Bubbas, and they're all okay with
Also,
it. And they
Bubba
don't have
invents
any
bubblegum.
ethical issues. Yes,
Bubba and his brother Hubba.
Hubba.
Yep.
They invented something that Willie might want to show you guys.
Right.
But yes, they the
We all forgot about this
Like,
horrible
that was intentional. Like our brains. Like
I feel like you guys
so
pushed it to the back of your mind because at the end of last week you were like, you were all like, this is crap. Like,
Well,
what
my
are they
character-
doing?
We were all
My
so
character
uncomfortable.
has a deep, like, if I see injustice, I want to, like,
Right,
like
right.
a.
Right. So there is
I was trying to
some
convince him, but he wasn't listening.
goings on that the Grundles and the Azrai seem to be okay with. That's the persona that you are feeling. And they're headed to Willie's Wares. Yes, they did meet Willie. He did finally accept them into the back room, kind of where they hold all the cool stuff, not just the trinkets and T-shirts and pinwheels and all those kind of fun things. Stuffed animals, and as they're going back, while you guys are walking in there, we want to rewind just a little bit. As we got off the boat, in there, when you guys noticed that there was no Ditz, and everybody's like, "Oh, she's fine. She probably went to whatever and did her own thing." Those kind of things. She did find her way. Let's go here. Did find her way to kind of a small. It's during the day, during one of the halfway through the day sex, so it's in the middle there, and it's pretty chill. There's maybe 7 or 8 Azrai sitting up, and it's an outdoor venue, kind of like I don't know, anything, kind of just a large outdoor patio, a lot of seating. Everybody kind of sits with each other, but a lot of people keep to themselves. It's decently guarded. I mean, in a sense of not like guarded, but not a lot of people. They do monitor who comes in and out pretty readily. You walk in there without any issue. It's almost like they know who you are with your confidence.
Nice.
But you don't really understand why it's so easy for you to enter in, because you didn't go to the council. So there's that underlying of like, you're a smart street hustler, right? So walking into a place like this shouldn't be as easy as it was. So if you want to give me a synopsis of maybe what you would be doing. There's 2 Grundles there working, an elderly Azrai, elderly, like you can tell that she's drinks a lot of whiskey in her day.
Nice.
Very, very active though, thin, very mobile, like is everywhere and checking on stuff and making sure everybody's getting their stuff, but very gruff, and you can tell it's the way she talks. And you can hear it just in the back, and you can't hear what she's saying, but you hear that whiskey voice. How's all right? Made it. Almost like it's masculine. But you can definitely, it's a feminine older one. But the Grundles are very decently thin for a Grundle, because looks like they work a lot and those kind of things. But because we want to see kind of what you would have done in this scene.
Probably scope out the area, and I'd probably go talk to the lady. Probably just start talking about everything.
I want to go ahead and do like a perception, just a check of the whole room, because you're scoping it out. You said you wanted to scope it out. Mm-hmm. Let's see how well you scope out what you see there.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
Like use them in the same thing.
Duke's Low?
Yeah.
Yes. 21. So in this place, you do see some people doing business. It's not like everybody knows they're doing business.
Like legal business, or
all you know is like when you see two people sit down at a table, and when certain two people sit down, certain two Azrai sit down at a table, the other people kind of just step away and move to another table. Not scared or anything like that, but just like, they've got something to talk about. It's none of our business. It's not a fear thing, because it's more of a respect and like, I don't need to be a part of that conversation. So you do see a lot of that. And you do see the not elderly, but older Azrai making sure that occurs. So if somebody's still sitting at a table and doesn't know any better, you can see that she asks them to move. Mm-hmm. That's your perception when you scope the room. You do see that. And you do see that you're nobody turns eyes to you. They kind of like, it's almost like you were expected to be there. They knew this cat-like feature female was going to be coming, even though they may not.
No, that's weird. Okay, I don't have any credits, so they might ask me for shit. I'll go talk to the lady.
Yeah, when she's hopping around, she's like, yeah. Got a seat over here for you, darling. If you'd like to sit down.
Thank you.
One of the guys will take care of you.
Thank you. What was your name?
Oh, my name. Well, they call me Celstite, but I've been here a while, so you just call me Sally.
Sally? I love the name Sally.
Yeah, that's all I'm known by anymore. Been a long time. Many husbands. Might have been the drink. Who knows? But this place, I'm married to this place now.
Is this your establishment?
This is my place.
Very nice. It's very, very lovely.
Many rotations where I've lived here and worked for this establishment, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna buy it.
Good on you, Sally. Good on you.
Yeah, it's been good to me. It's been very good to me. So they'll hook you up with some stuff here. Just make sure, and you'll see a couple tables there that you might not want to sit down at. They're just doing their stuff. They're taking care of day-to-day business here in Meiji. So, all right, good on you. I'll send somebody over real quick.
Thanks, Sally.
You bet, darling.
Okay.
She walks off really quickly. She's very like, I've got somebody else to talk to, and get over there. Yeah, and you come up. There's a thin guy come up, Grundle, very nice, little bit hunched over, younger, but hunched over and kind of a timid look, but still very tall. You know, they're like, this one's probably about 15 feet tall. hence why there's no roof in this place. Walks over and what can I do for her, sweetie?
I was just looking around.
Oh,
Forgot my credits at home, so probably can't get anything for
that
today.
happens.
So
Yeah, we knew that happens to a lot of people that are just traveling. Did you want some life pool liquid or anything to just freshen you up? Or
sure.
I mean, that's pretty much free.
That life pool liquid sounds.
Yeah, we got some of that. I'll be right back.
Thanks.
Pretty quick, comes back, puts it in there, and you see a strange sort of quarter of a fruit. Might be citrusy, something, but it's kind of thick. Squeezes it in there, puts it in there. There you go, darling. Make sure, if you do have credits, make sure and tip us when you get out, because we really do. It's what we rely on around here. Me and my buddies. So.
You guys on here on your own free will?
Free will? What do you mean by free will? I don't understand the context of the word.
Want to be here? Doing all
This is all we know.
There's so much more you could do if you wanted.
Why? Why would we want to do more than this? That I don't quite understand, but you're a very adventurous kind of person. Kind of I think they call it a I can't say. I'm not supposed to know, but a feline.
Modern. Wow.
Yeah. Not canine. Feline. Yeah. I'm not supposed to know those things, but.
Why aren't you supposed to know these things?
Oh, I found a book. I found a book and I read it.
That's good. Reading's good.
Well,
Reading's bad.
just depends on who you are. Reading is for Azrai.
Reading
is for
everyone.
We just got to make sure that. I mean, I know some people probably know I do it. Some Azrai probably know I do it, but it's okay. But yeah, I found this book on words and had a whole section of F words. I think after that was, flatulence. Yeah. Before
It's a
that
good
was,
chapter.
what? Farnsworth? In between Farnsworth and flatulence, they had feline. And, you just look similar to some of those felines that I saw.
Right on.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool to see something in
real life.
Yeah,
right?
it's like
Yeah.
it's just usually me and
then all you see are them.
them and us. I mean, we have us Grundles. We keep to ourselves.
So what was your name?
Oh, me. I don't know if I'm supposed to.
I won't tell anyone.
Feline. I think I could.
I am Ditz. So you don't have to call me.
I'm
Feline.
just a server, but the other Grundles call me Cliff.
Cliff.
Yeah. So you can call me Cliff.
You work at a Cliff. You work at a bar, Cliff.
He's a Cliff bar.
Well, I'm gonna.
See, I'm not the only one that makes puns. Just telling you. I think it's contagious.
I mean, it might be.
Love it.
But yeah, welcome to Mejai. You've checked in with the council, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you.
he totally believes you too. It's like he doesn't even care. I was like, maybe she should. I was like, no, it's too low for him because he does not care. He's a feline, and it was like the coolest thing ever. Well, welcome, and make sure and say bye to Sally as you go out, because she really likes to check in and check out while people are coming in and out. So
Oh, well, thanks, Cliff. Keep reading, even if you don't keep.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Do Do you have books?
No, not on me.
Okay, I like them. The first one I found, and
Good. If I find another
my
book,
buddy
I'll
taught
come
me how to
bring it to you,
read.
Cliff.
all right, thank you. He goes off
Thank you,
and
Cliff.
he actually, on his way, as he's leaving, fills it back up and takes off. He gives you an extra slice on a little platter of whatever fruit or whatever next to it, and walks off kind of slowly, kind of like, I don't want to make any notice of myself. You can see it in his demeanor. He's a very timid, and he may be 14, 15 feet tall, but he walks like he's like 3 feet tall. He walks very small. So, you enjoy your drink there. Did you knew that they were going to the council?
Yeah.
You did know. You did go by the council. You did not check in with them, but you did notice that they weren't there. But on your way from there to the council, you walked by Willie's wares, and that's probably where you're like, well, hold on.
You're gonna be like, wait a minute, this is on this thing. I gotta check this out.
I'll be back in a second. Nope, they're not there. So you're headed to Willie's wares. That would be kind of the cut of what happens there. These guys just got pulled in.
Checking out them.
Willie's where he just opened up the big doors, gave an explanation of
Dead body.
Bubba. Basically, in a easier way to describe it, basically, Willie's wares. He explained to you about an old grundle named Bubba, who they named a substance after Bubba and his brother Hubba. And it's a very strange substance, very chewy. And then you can put it in your mouth, and instead of being underwater, you could actually blow bubbles above water. So they named it after Bubba. And his buddy, his brother Hubba, who was basically more of the inventor of like, we found this gooey stuff that came out of these vines, that you guys have known on islands and stuff, but they kind of made it into a substance that you can chew on it and make bubbles out of it. And he made it for his brother Bubba, who can now blow bubbles, at least could at one time, above water. So that's what these guys are at. And yes, come on in, come see my Hubba Bubba. It's good stuff. I have plenty. Who carries the credits in your little gaggle of goofballs?
We're a gaggle of goofball.
We're a gaggle.
That would be me. I handle all the
Ah,
credits.
you are. You're the head gaggler?
Yes.
Or just the head goofball?
the head gaggler.
Head gaggler.
Counter both.
I mean,
Ooh, multitasking.
She's the goofball.
she's not here right now.
Oh.
You are the current. You are the acting head.
Who are you
goofball.
pointing at?
I'm being a goofball.
He
so
said his
I'm
name's
pointing
Griff.
at
He's a
nothing.
synth. Strange. Usually no genders when it comes to a synth. Very strange.
It's just-
Again, head goofball.
Hence goofball. Goofball.
I turned myself into a ball.
Head of.
As a goof.
Oh! You know
And then it
tricks.
could bounce. And then I'll just pop back up into
Many
my farm.
tricks. And he goes over to his cane and goes, and it like starts shooting like little sparks. I know tricks too.
I think I'm still mesmerized by this entire shop, right? So-
Yeah, you guys are kind of stuck in the like this mode of like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on in
Right.
this place. It's so cool to see.
Willy Wonka. Well, but Willie, not Wonka.
And you can see the stuff that's around is there's nothing magical about it. It's very, especially you can tell that there's nothing magic. It's just built. You can like it was invented and put together, and it's kind of like a bunch of trinkets that put gears and no magic involved, but a lot of science and a lot of future stuff. But there is something to it that is making a lot of these things run that you don't know. You have not seen this type of energy that's making these things actually work besides just mechanics. Some of them have a little bit more fuel per se than anything you guys have ever seen, anybody's ever seen or read of. So that's what you three see inside of there. And
Where's Gregor?
Gregor?
He's really good at disappearing.
Did he just kind of disappear?
At this, with these three, they walked in, the doors closed behind them. Gregor chose not to go all the way in. He was reluctant to even walk in the door.
True.
And at the last second did decide to not fully walk in because he was very reluctant to go in the first place. During the storyline he was. So at this point these three is like, we checked in with the council, we're fine. Those kind of things. Dayu is definitely not in there. This is not, I mean, he went with you to Willie's wares. Once Willie opened up the doors, they was like very shied away from and walked to the side. What's funny is though, as the doors are almost closing in the back, you hear, guys,
What's up?
she's had a little bit of,
Where have you been?
she has some life juice, so she's feeling a little like enlightened. Your persona is kind of like when you drink that, it's not an intoxicating, it's more of like, and it's not like caffeine, it's more like, oh my gosh, I'm so refreshed right now. You just had basically a cup of coffee, a fresh shower, you're about to go to a concert, you've got the best job in your life. It's just, you have everything inside of you going, woo! Yes. You are, yes.
I'm down.
You are
Let's
SpongeBob
roll.
right now. You're just excited.
Just like kind of like walk quickly towards the like, hey!
Oh, Gagler, Goofball, one of yours?
Yes, she is a second in line goofball.
Nah.
Oh.
First in line, man.
Nope. Not with these people. They just look cool. I'm just hanging out.
Bro.
Oh, he just broed you. Come on in. and that's what you see inside there is exactly what you're seeing is all these mechanical devices, a lot of stuff going on, and a full like wall of big cases, and you see 6 different types of chewing gummy stuff from Willie. In different, I mean, it doesn't really have much color to it because it's in like regular standard there. It's like a plasticky gray. If the future had cardboard, this is the futuristic cardboard, okay?
Right.
But it's gray. There's not a lot of, there's no color to it. But you can see across them, you do see different, let me look this up. You do see different stamps on them. They all do say Hubba Bubba and then a different flavor. One of them is Finn. One of them is Sand. As you look across, we have Finn, Sand. You have like the original flavor up there. I'm trying to think of all the other ones that you had Nut. Just says Nut flavor. Just wanted to put that in there. Plant, Plain was the original one. Fin, Sand, and Salt. Those are all the flavors that you can see, and you're starting. What's strange is the technology. If anybody wants to look into it, the technology of the stuff that you've inhaled is becoming more of you as a being now. Before, you could just start to understand languages, but it's part of your system now. Whatever you inhaled out of those capsules through the pecs.
Good shit.
There's something behind it that allows you to not just understand, but to learn, read, do all of those things. So we'll get to that if we need to. But yeah, you see those, and there's a bunch of boxes of them, but they're like set in 6 rows. But also behind them, you see the lit up globes. You do see not any weapons or anything like that, but all stuff that's mechanically enhanced. Would you anyone like to try anything that I have? We have small samples, nothing
Samples. Can I try the plain one?
plain one.
I gotta know the base of the flavors. Anyone else want to try some? Anyone down?
I don't even know if I can taste.
Sweet. All right, we're getting him some too.
So the plain one you can't taste. Maybe all 6 for you.
The salt actually sounds interesting to
I wish
me.
I did.
But
Do we have? Hold on. Should I produce that? Hey, babe, do we have gum?
Yes, I have gum.
do you have
I
gum?
have gum. I have a bag full
I
of
think her earphones are on. Oh, she has gum. Okay,
Of
let's
course
do
I have
that.
gum. What are we working with here?
What are we working with?
I have exactly the right amount of gum.
So you want to try one? So, Willie.
Unless you don't think so.
Oh, okay. And then out of the little box underneath, there's like a little sample tray of very small pieces. That one is our plain flavored one. If you want to try it, I don't know about a full. If you want to try a full piece, it's up to you.
Why not try a full piece?
Well, it's just depends on how gaggly your goofballs really are. I say go for it, but
Yeah.
I
Playing
do
the
know, like,
character.
I would like at this point go ahead and roll either. It's an advantage 2.
And I'm
Roll it-
staring him right in the eyes as I just throw a
Yes.
whole piece of him.
Advantage 2. What's your best attribute? Agility, energy, or entropy?
Agility.
Yours is agility.
Would the GM like a piece of gum?
Oh no, thank you.
Yeah,
I might in a minute.
agility.
Agility. So roll agility with advantage 2.
What's the advantage again?
You add
Add just 2,
2
right?
more of your add-on die. So what's your add-on die?
D8.
Okay, so you roll 3 d8s
Oh, Jesus.
And take the
Violet,
best
you're
one.
and
turning
keep your
violet,
best
Violet.
d8.
Do I? Oh, wait, no.
Did you just say Violet? You're saying Violet, Violet.
Yeah. You don't have to use
Oh.
all 3 of the violets.
That's depressing.
No.
Okay. Yeah, 11.
11. Everybody else
Down.
roll a toughness or guard, whichever one is your best.
Neither of them.
Get ready.
Oh, wait, how do you roll toughness?
Wait,
and
yeah.
guard?
Well, not roll toughness. What is your toughness? Let's go that way.
My toughness is 13. My guard is 16.
Okay, so you'd use 16. I apologize. Don't roll it. But what's your toughness or guard? What's your
16.
16?
14.
14.
Guard.
So you know that you didn't. It wasn't.
are
It was
minty.
a. It was a sample piece of it.
Very minty.
But as you chew on it, it's almost like your voice becomes the sound of thunder.
Ooh.
Like the loudest noise. Every little like chew, every like whoa, this is good. To you, just everybody else in the whole room just becomes a huge rumble. It goes, chomp, this is good, and it rumbles the room. And only for a small second, you 3, but it doesn't last. You hear that to where you can't hear a thing, and then your hearing comes back because it was such a small piece.
This is toilet drugs.
Right?
This is good
Wait.
stuff, guys.
Huh.
What's the taste?
The original, it's kind of like the drink of the life water.
Okay.
It's kind of like if you ate a piece of celery that was grown in because it has that watery
Oh, water.
taste. Okay, watermelon.
That sounds good.
Anything that has
Lettuce.
water in it, she does not like. So you're
Okay,
not
watermelon
liking the taste.
Watermelon flavor now. Okay.
But the effect of it is booming. Like your voice is so loud, it rumbles the room for the next like 2
yeah.
seconds.
Damn.
For the next 2
Did
seconds.
any trash case fall on the floor?
Well, there's nobody left. There's nobody but you guys in the back room. But yeah, some of the little pinwheels and some of the stabs and stuff vibrate and. I love it when that happens. It's so fun. Anybody else want to try a flavor? And at this point, we'll just go to break for a little bit.
Sure.
Because we've been playing for a little while. I mean, we talked a lot, but we're going to go to break. Because you are in the midst of tasting Willie's Hubba Bubba.
Taste.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
Yes.
And you get the salty one.
And I didn't
I
even
did
get
ask
the
for the
salt.
salty
And,
one.
I know. I didn't even think about the innuendos with Willie having a nut flavor and a salt flavor.
Vinegar.
I didn't put vinegar because I know we discussed that because I didn't think of the innuendos when I created these. So maybe we'll put that out to a vote. Maybe we'll put it not to you guys, but maybe if the chat wants to come up with a Willie's new Hubba Bubba flavor, maybe
gonna
we
be
can
feet.
It's
maybe we
gonna be
can
toe.
test it out. But yeah, let's go to break. We'll go to break, and we will be back pretty shortly. We're gonna use the restroom and stuff like that, and maybe
Sweet.
try some gum. I don't know. We'll just go for that.
That was very minty.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It fades fast,
It's really
though.
strong.
And we're back.
We're not just talking about
Yes,
food?
we have talked about.
Wait a minute.
We've been sitting here talking about taking bio breaks and then talking about food, games,
A
No, it's
taco
still-
holder. That's
taco
literally
holders. I guess this
Mine
is
a
the
taco holder.
pretty
is the universal symbol of taco holder.
I was like, all right, $13 taco holder, free taco holder.
Can we all
So-
just refer to our hands as taco
Just-
holders from now on?
Our hands are now all
It's like,
taco
hey, can you
holder.
grab this with your hand? I'm like, you mean my taco holder? Yes, I can.
That's how important it is.
yeah,
That we know.
it's like, yeah, this is my taco holder.
You grab this
That's
with
good.
your hands.
Amazing, right?
Oh, so welcome back. We are in the midst of a couple things, but got to give our shout out to Ambient Realms. Make sure and check them out because they do some pretty sweet stuff.
That's what this is.
Supporting Huntington's Disease Society of America. I got it in one take. That was awesome. And also Autism Speaks. So check out those things. They've done a lot of stuff for those two societies. Plus, they make sweet music. Sweet ambient music. Plus, Arknight, we do want to give away some more stuff. I know we got a couple new followers tonight.
Woo.
I don't. He calls himself the fake Raziel because he has a French fetish for Griff's toes.
He's my new favorite subscriber.
Honestly,
And-
though.
No contest.
Ironically, with our little strange chewing gum theme, and I apologize for that, but we did have a follower named 3Bubba78, which is thank you, 3Bubba78. Tell your friends because every time we get to 25, we do a raffle and we give away some pretty cool stuff. Plus, we do it for subs. We only need 4 more subs to give away another piece of goodness, which is from Original Gamer Apparel. So $25 gets you pretty much anything you want. One piece of anything you want on that website. And everything out there is under $25, from hats to shirts to whatever. I don't know what else they got in there. Toenail clippers? No.
I didn't see any. when
Well, I
went
have,
by.
I have a toe theme. Now it's like a pedicure set that says D&D.
It just says D&D on it.
Yeah, just D&D. We don't know. But we'll get back to the game here because we are in the midst of speaking to Willie, and we are at Willie's Wares. this is where we're at. We're in the back room of Willie's Wares.
Really weird.
And Willie is asking if anybody else wants to try some more of his flavors. I have
I
good
do.
flavors.
I would like to try the one labeled salt.
Wait,
Salt.
Salty surprise.
What?
Nice.
Was the one we just tried?
She just tried
Original.
plain.
Oh.
I also tried one, so I'm not sure
Oh.
what it was.
Oh, did you?
You just picked one?
Yeah.
Just from any basket?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do that. Just roll a d6.
All right. 6.
Oh,
Explodes.
so you could explode, but then
Yeah.
they haven't made that flavor yet. Strangely, you take yours, and then he's gonna take the salt. Okay, so if they were doing it simultaneously, you take the one. It's almost like, have you ever bitten on a weed? I think you have.
Yeah.
We all.
Yeah.
It has that like spicy but not good flavor
Not
to
really
it.
bitter
Depends on the weed
bite.
we're talking about.
Well, that's still a little bit bitter,
Sorry.
but if you mix it with chocolate, it lasts for about 3 or 4 hours, and you feel pretty good.
Grassy.
They're very good. Just depends on the levels of connoisseur. You do feel it's like a strange, tangy, tart kind of taste, like that dandelion is. But you do have sensors to where it's not unappealing to you. All you know is you have upper level olfactory like downloads. So your system olfactory, like your nose and mouth, and that kind of, you really can sense what the tastes are like. So you know that this tastes like some sort of plant. I mean, that's what your readouts are doing. And I'd like you. Let's do this.
What's it taste like?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a bad one, man.
Graham. Tastes like Graham.
Gross.
It's the chair. It's not
When
me.
he comes back, he's gonna be like, "So what you gonna do?" We ate gum.
Can that just be our entire recap next
Yes.
day? Just we ate gum.
So I'd like you to roll influence with an advantage 2.
So, if it's advantage 2 and you don't have any other dice,
You roll a d20 3 times
Okay.
and pick the highest.
Nah, I keep messing that up, bro. Definitely the
14.
one. Yeah.
14. Anybody have a resolve under 14?
I do.
Mine's 11.
11? Which is,
Mine is 14.
yours is 14, so it affects you too.
I have
Because it's tie goes to the. I think it's tie goes to
Now we're all gonna turn to
the
try
attacker, right? To
chunks
the,
of grass.
if I'm not
things.
mistaken.
I believe so, yeah.
So,
We are grass.
what do you choose to say after that?
Wait, did you ask me
Yeah,
what flavor it was? I'm
I
gonna say,
go. What does it taste like?
I'm gonna say it tastes like grass.
My cone's gonna be like a tube. I was like,
And I'm gonna allow because normally you'd have to roll at least a 16, but to do a power level of any sort. But what I'm doing this is just against their resolve, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's how these are working. This is not
So it should be half.
really rules oriented. This is head oriented. It's all in my head.
It makes
So basically, you say it tastes like grass, and these three somehow know exactly what you're talking about. They know exactly what grass you're thinking of, what field of grass that you're thinking of. The one time that
What
you did
blade?
venture across the prairies on the planets that you were hiding in, you know, in the caves and stuff, there was this area of flat prairie, and they can see this prairie, and they can feel it, they can smell it, they can taste it. They are literally under your charm. in the sense of whatever you say for like the next 2 minutes. And you realize this because you're pretty in tune. You say that and everybody goes, oh. So for the next 2 minutes, they are literally charmed by you.
In 2 minutes, we're like, I don't really know if that did taste like grass.
You may not.
Disappointing.
So yes, it's basically you get charmed. The charmed bane.
I got
Against-
I got thunder breath, and you got charm breath. What the fuck is this, bro? But damn, are you sexy right now? For 2 minutes, we're just mesmerized
For
by your
2
charm.
minutes, you were so handsome for 2 minutes. All right, and then we have the salt sample, right?
That's me.
Taste
Yeah,
the
salty
sample of
surprise.
salt.
Let's go.
So salt, basically, it's as you chew. When you're taking the sample, what are you doing when you're taking it? What actions are you doing? Just taking it.
I'm sort of just tasting it, standing, seeing what.
And who are you with? And who's kind of like your buddy to taste this with? You saw them two do this.
Probably her.
Okay, so
Can you eat gum?
Yes.
Can you try the nut flavor?
I don't think I can taste it.
You just put nuts in your mouth.
The nut flavor from
I
Willie's.
don't really I can fake a mouth. I'll make like teeth real quick with my flavor.
With
I
your
imagine
hands,
you'll
you're just gonna be like.
I imagine it should just become one of those like fake vampire teeth
Yeah.
sets.
I'm just gonna take away from the minerals down here, like the little fibers. So this is gonna get really sparse and like a little, just like an outline only. And then I'm gonna have a really articulated, detailed face with like a good jaw and teeth, and maybe a
I like it.
tongue.
I like it.
But it's spider really nice.
she could.
We're best friends.
You could. I mean, you can make yourself into anything. That's kind of
Yeah, we're best friends.
your thing.
But you're
Well,
back.
so we'll look at this. So Willie's like pulling little samples out. He's handling salt, you say? It's curious. It's something new. Let's see.
You're gonna get possessed.
Put it, and as you
Right.
choose a little piece,
Uh-huh.
you look over to Trillion, and he's looking you directly in the eyes. His eyes like become like milked over, like his eyes
I'm gonna
Milky,
become
milky cocoa.
like become. There's no pupils, no iris, anything left.
Is it like a dullness? Like does it seem like it's not with it anymore? Or his eyes
Just his eyes, completely fade over. You can still see though. The cool thing is, you can see yourself right now through her eyes.
Oh, that's weird.
So
Oh,
you
we
are
are by hell of this gum.
Just like
I'm
just
gonna
take the
blink.
whole case.
so you are staring at her, and you can still see what you're seeing.
Right.
And I can
But-
still see what I'm seeing?
You see his milky
And I'm in
eyes.
charge of
Yeah.
my head.
You're fine.
Okay.
But everything that you do for the next 2 minutes, he sees everything he sees out of his eyes and what you're seeing out of yours. So you're staring at yourself through her eyes.
This
right
is
now.
weird.
We're gonna have to buy a lot of this gum. It's pretty sweet gum.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. Look
You guys should try this one. It's weird.
No, I gotta try this nut one.
I
definitely
heard
need some
something
nuts.
about a vinegar one.
Let's see, did the chat vote on that one yet?
No, I'm just joking.
We'll put up a poll.
I
Well, somebody
definitely
did
want a
horse feet.
vinegar
That would be good.
one. Just want to taste yours. You're gonna
So
say you're gonna try
that's
these
what you're
nuts.
seeing.
Are you gonna try the nuts?
Are you
Give her the
trying
nuts.
So you do notice that you've tried 3.
Okay.
There are 6 different ones.
There's
Did you want to try these, or I can tell you what they do, but if it's more fun for you to try,
Yo, give her the nuts.
we've got 3 more.
What are the other?
You gotta try
Does
the nuts.
nuts mean something else where you are from?
No.
I wouldn't know.
It means a nut.
A nut.
Yep.
I've read
You
about
gotta try
nuts in the trees.
Yeah, tree nuts. Yeah, yeah.
Tree, like the poklama trees.
Ah.
Yes, where we get the water from, and all of where we make the plant flavors. They do grow some nuts. They call them poklos. That's the kind of the taste that they have.
Oh,
Did you want to try one of the poklos from the poklamo tree?
Try a poklamo nut.
Oh, you can call it that. Yes,
Coconut.
that's very.
The poklamo.
Yes.
But
But these are only samples. They are not full. They're not full pieces because we don't know. They're not all tested. Hence why
been
you're back in this
FDA
back room. I'm glad that I'm documenting everything that's occurring.
I feel like we're really prepped gum right now. But okay, let's try this nut gum.
Nut gum. They call them nuts where you're from. Okay. A
Willie's
small
nuts.
piece. Yes.
You don't want to put Willie's nuts in your mouth?
We can put Willie's nuts in my
I
mouth.
thought that was your
Oh.
idea.
Give me the nut.
Okay.
So you want?
I'll just say.
So
I'll
he's
just out of my
handing,
mouth.
he's handing it to you. He's handing the sample to you, and you take
And they'll
it.
be like, nah, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll just eat it.
I'm okay with that. That
So
wasn't as
the nut,
by his
it has a very, it's everything's very similar because there's not much on this planet, but those certain types of growths where you pull the vine off and a lot of water. Yeah, they look like trees kind of thing, but they're not. They're almost like a mushroom tree-esque thing.
I'm so sorry.
So everything's kind of similar, but it does have that little bit more of a, almost said meaty texture, but like a, like
Meaty nuts.
less than water. You know, it's like
Right.
trying to has more texture. Okay, but they
Granular.
what it has inside, it's almost like it's tough on the outside, and then on the inside it's kind of like those. What were those ones that had the stupid juice in the middle?
Gushers.
Yeah, those kind of. It was that kind of gum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you chew it and it goes.
So I'm putting Willie's nuts in my mouth, and they're
They're-
gushers.
And they're,
They're
gushing.
filled with goo.
But that's where the you can tell that's the potent stuff in there. And what are you gonna do when you're chewing it?
That's weird.
And as you say, that's weird. Every time you open up, you go, that's weird. When she does that, every time, like, a beaming light comes out of her mouth.
Oh man,
That's
I wanted that one.
Weird.
Would've been cool.
What? Oh my. Like, every time her mouth opens, like this beam of like a flashlight. Just goes, doom, doom,
I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna
doom, doom.
just be very obnoxious. Just light going everywhere. It's like a fucking light show. And
So
shit.
that one does work. Don't do that too quickly. People might pass out. You never
Rapid
know.
fire.
We do have certain clubs on this planet that we're trying to sell this product to. Yes.
Trying to do ecstasy.
It's very nice. It's very fun at night. Yes.
Is there another type of gum that I could try?
There's a couple more.
They're just like, I wanted
I
the
just want to
nuts.
grab one
Oh,
blindly
try
and
sand.
pop it in my mouth.
One blindly. Okay,
So blindly.
because we did the nut. We did. Okay, so there's fin and sand.
I didn't see which one I grabbed.
Okay.
Just grabbed it and popped it in my mouth. Blindly.
Roll a d4.
A 3.
Right? Okay, so this one. You take the little sample. It's very gritty. Yeah, it's very gritty. It's like it doesn't even chew well. It's like when you put it in your mouth, it just kind of falls apart, and you feel like this grit, like all the. It's kind of like a non-good pear. You know that grit? It was just like no flavor and all grit. And I like pears, but the grit part. That's all you get though. And
This is the one that does nothing. It's just gross.
It doesn't work.
and what you feel, and almost like it's almost like you check out for a second. They don't see anything, but it's almost like you check out for just a second, and you see in front of you everything going around and like time fast forwarding. And you see everybody still talking and everything going on, and Dayu showing up at the front door, and with kind of a panicked look on his face. And then he kind of opens up the door, looks inside, and goes, and then closes the door, and then everything kind of rewinds right back to the moment that you're in.
Hey guys, I think this is like a fortune telling kind of, or like a future telling gum, and I just saw Dayu.
Did I also see that vision?
Oh, because
If
you
I'm
can
still
see
linked
through
to
my
her?
eyes.
You can see through her eyes. So
Did
yes.
you see that? Well, why would I know that you
Well, so wait, did I see it, or do I see through her physical eyes, but not her?
You see her physical eyes, so you
Okay.
see, like, it's what's strange is you're still part of that, so you see more of a blur.
Okay.
You don't see the specifics.
Sure.
You see more of very quick movement, and then quick movement in rewind, but you have no idea of
Exactly
what. It's almost like
We need to find more.
you don't see
I
beings,
want more
you
of this
see
gum.
blurs.
This is a good gun.
But yeah, you basically you precogged
Yep.
a few moments
Dayu's
into
gonna
the
be
future.
here in just a minute, looking freaked out. We need to buy lots of this gum. for
Quickly,
future.
can I try the last one?
Yeah,
We
can we
haven't
eat the
tried
other
yet.
piece of gum then?
Quick,
Oh yeah.
before we have to leave.
What
Oh,
was
is
the
this
last
Finn?
one? Oh, you
Also,
want the
give him
one?
credits. Give him money. We need gum.
But you're
I need
the
more
head
gum.
of
No one
them, correct? And
Yes.
so you have all of the
credits.
credits.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, I do.
I should have been talking to you.
Thank you for this.
I do like the way that you put on that light show, though. That was pretty cool.
I know.
Told you, she is our head goofball.
Do you mind if?
Second in command.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He pulls out his little digital device and just does a small scan. Yes. And goes over to the box and scans like the little part that says the Hubba Bubba, the plant one, and right out there, and it puts a little image of you on there doing this, and light shooting out of your.
Perfect.
That might sell well on the other islands.
Hey, but you gotta pay me money if you use that picture.
How much are you looking for?
How much are you willing to pay?
Oh. Well, if it works out well. Do you have a credit pad?
So can I try an agility or a movement to like pass it to her without him seeing it? Because I have two of them.
You have
I wanna
two.
just, like, yes, she does.
You can do it secretly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would it be movement or? I mean, they're the same.
Yeah, just agility. But because he's really, he's not really focused on you at all at this point.
22.
Yeah, without a problem. I mean, he's looking over here, and you just pick that moment when he's kind of looking over and going, looking at how nice the label looks. You slip it to her, and it comes back. Do you have a credit pad?
Yeah.
Let's see what I can do here. Oh, can I get your code for your credit pad?
It's 0.
Can one of you hack it or something real quick?
I can.
I'm gonna hack her.
But I
You
still
guys
don't
are
know.
so silly. Can you just
4.
move it closer to me?
Okay.
5.
You guys come from a very ancient
Alright,
society.
here you go.
Woo. Here we go.
Password 1.
And you can see it reads like a little code off of there and goes, if we sell any of these, I could give you 0.01 of each credit that we sell.
It's like a check into cash place.
Yeah.
Right?
0.01, I think you guys call it a percent.
Per one that we sell.
Per 1 credit of these Hubba Bubba plant, I can't do it on all of them, but when we get into the market of the dancing hooligans on the other islands, and we start selling these like, I think they call them in your place, Toasty waffles?
Why did he
Let
look
me
at
let me translate that.
Why did he look at me?
Oh, they sell them like hot cakes.
Got it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So
Okay.
translator
Toasty
was a little off. Just a little off. But yes, it's a 0.01 per credit that we sell to our nice little clubs.
So you're offering her a 1%.
Of everything that I sell.
Off everything that you
She's
sell?
become the
That's the plant.
face
Yes,
of this product.
for plants, yes. Hoping it doesn't kill anyone.
I'd argue for more, but
That's not.
Discuss it with you. I mean, tell her.
I mean, without
Can we like?
without her face on your product, how are you really expecting to sell
But
any
can
of
I
it?
just like, he's like looking, can I just like look like kind of like thinking, I'm like glance over at you, and you're just like,
Can we do like a perception to see if he's suckering us into?
hold on.
Yeah, I mean, you could do what are you trying to look? What are you looking for, though?
100%. No.
We've been talking to him for a while, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've probably been there about 15 minutes.
Okay, I got silver tongue. Can I do that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
What is it?
So you have practiced the ways of sneaking hidden charms and subliminal messages within an everyday conversation. Once per session, when you converse with an intelligent creature for at least 5 minutes, you will learn one useful secret of the GM's choosing about the creature. I don't know.
All right, and I'll give you a secret about him. He is not connected to the Meiji city at all, and you can tell that. This is not his. This is one of many of his ventures in different locations. He stayed here quite a while, but he's made a name for. You can tell that he's made a name for himself throughout other islands. So he's not. This is not his only source of income.
Okay.
I rolled a 20 for the perception
And what are you looking for, though?
to see if he's like giving us a way smaller portion than it would be.
What you're finding with the perception that he doesn't know. He's never sold these out of this market at all. Basically, he's never sold them out of his back doors. This Hubba Bubba thing, not something he's ever even tried. So we don't know at this point.
I think ask for 10%.
Percent.
That still gives him the vast majority of the profits.
10, 15, something.
So, and he's over here. So you're saying a 0.1 per credit.
10% per credit.
Yes.
So yes.
Would that make it a deal?
Can I also get a few of each one to sample them out? To maybe people to try to sell them, and then that way I can
Not
get
of the plant one, of the other ones too?
the plant one, but the other ones will also be like, if you don't, you'll get plant, but you can also have these ones.
Oh, so
So I can get the word out there for your
a
product.
spokesperson.
There it is.
Use my face. There you go.
I have a question. So, how, like, what's the normal amount of the gum versus the sample size?
Well, you see, Griff, the pieces of gum that I've given you were the samples. They only last a couple moments in your time frame, but as you take a full piece, you get the full effects of what energy we've put into each piece. So, as long as you can concentrate long enough and hard enough, it would be up to you how long the effect would last. And that's going along with the rules of you just got to do a concentration check or anything on these boons and banes. You just got to keep them going. But the sample piece is just like you only get a couple minutes of the effect. And that's how he's, but according to the rules, that's how he's explained to you.
Did you tell me? Or did you just say your name?
Spokesperson. Oh, he's checked in with the council.
Oh, yeah.
We know who's here. You
We already you connected with the council?
We were notified by other means.
Yes. Sorry, I got there's shiny things. I did the council.
Let me update your profile here and samples. You want to promote? Do you want samples or full pieces?
If you give us a few of the full pieces, we can cut them up into samples.
True,
So we distribute more.
true. Let me look at it this way. Let's do.
Some powder.
They call it business. Where you from, correct?
Sure.
We just talk here and we make money. So
Sure.
credits are credits. Here's what I can do. You will not get the full 10%. You will get the 15%. 0.15 per credit. After the full samples that I give you are paid for.
By us or by patrons?
By your picture on my box. I will give you 15%. 15%. 0.15 per credit. But I need to make back the money that you're taking these first. Do you have a way to pay for these first up front and then you get a full 15? Not 10, I'm offering you 15%.
15% on just the plant or on all 6 flavors?
I like the way he speaks.
I'm definitely the sand one.
It's like sand.
You get to try the
Once they're
thing
all
one
paid
day.
for, I can go for 15 on every product. Hold on.
That's the perfect moment. He's gonna stop. I know.
Yes. But that means you're going to have to try all of them.
Okay.
Matty, come here. Matty, come here. And you see a taller, very flamboyant. Yes. What do you need, sir? Well, we need to do a scan shoot. Yes, a scan shoot of this fine feline for all 6 of the hubbubbas. And he looks, that sounds glorious. Let me get my equipment. It's right over here. So he's offering for you to get 0.15, I hear. And he has like a small little mustache.
Alright.
It's not really hair though. It's that little tentacle-y, but he does roll with it. Yes. Would you like to do a scan shoot? He sets up his little pad on this little staff that kind of just goes straight down and balances. Right here. You must try one of each. One of each.
While they're both kind of talking, I'm just gonna be like, this is getting weird.
Yeah, you're basically getting
Yeah.
offered to do a full photo shoot.
It gets us reliable
For this.
income. Just go with it. Make that money.
Being pimped out.
You're chewing gum.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I'm like, yeah, for sure.
And you guys can be shopping and doing all the other stuff that you're doing, because it's going to be. It doesn't take very long because he did a real quick one on you, and yes, try this one.
What does the thin one do?
The fin, fin flavor. Did somebody wanted to try the fin one, right?
Yeah, he
Yes,
was gonna
I did.
try it, and
Okay.
then now I'm a model, so that's
Yes.
how that escalated.
On the catwalk. That one. Did you want to show her how that works? The one that tastes like Finn. Oh, that is a glorious one. You see, his name's Matty. Yes, Matty loves that one.
Yeah, I love that.
Makes me feel so free.
No, yeah.
No?
Here, try it. Try it real quick.
Try it. Come here, my dear. Come here, darling. Yes, that's very nice. Yes. Just open, yeah, put it. Oh, yes. Chew very gracefully.
I have successfully been weirded out.
You're welcome. But you feel basically all the weight of your machinery go away. And next thing you know, everybody seems to be like going and getting shorter. And then you look down and realize, no, your feet are lifting off the ground. So you're about floating about 3 or 4 feet above the ground very slowly and looking down at everyone around you.
That's pretty cool.
Neat.
Freedom! It's all about freedom. Yeah, and you hear that in the background. You hear George Michael. No, you hear not freedom, but you hear the freedom version from the 90s of George Michael's version.
Yes. I like it.
Not freedom, but freedom.
All right. Can I try to like move around or anything?
Yeah, you kind of sway to one side and sway to the other, and you have flight of about 5 feet back and forth. I mean, you could go further, but I was saying it takes about a couple, like half a second to go about 5 feet. Not very fast, but you're basically floating. It's basically flight power of level 5, but half of it is what but you get it for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
So, and while that's happening and you're watching, he's scanning pictures of you, like watching him and scanning other things like, whoa. So he's got a full reel of stuff.
All right.
And you hear some commotion. Not a lot of commotion, but you hear basically the front doors kind of creaking open. Boom, boom, boom. And you knew it was coming. You knew something was about to occur. And
Told ya.
Yeah. And he sees
What? He's not allowed in here. Dale, get out of here.
and he has that fear on his face. It's like, oh, he knows I'm in here. And creeps out the door. So it wasn't as intense as like a big emergency, but you could, Dayu's not supposed to be in there. That's what you just realized.
Oh. Well, that's pretty good. That's weird. Alright, let's take these pictures real quick. I got some fancy things I gotta go to after this, so.
Your
Very-
pictures
very-
have been taken, sweetheart.
For all the things, alright?
6 flavors.
Yeah. Okay.
6 flavors.
Six flavors.
0.15 per credit.
Yeah.
Did you guys want to pay for your samples up front?
Yes, do you want to pay for them up front or?
I'll meet you outside. You go ahead and pay.
Sure.
I run
How much
outside.
would they cost up front?
Oh, the samples, I'll give you a very good discount.
Of what?
Oh, they're not that expensive.
Okay.
But 1 credit, 1 full credit per 5 full pieces.
Oh yeah, I think we can do that. Do you want 5 of each?
We need to get this stuff out there.
Do you want 5 of each flavor?
Now, do not tell people I'm giving you this price.
Oh, of course not.
What's the normal price? Just so
Ooh,
we
that's
know.
it's 5 credits per piece. But we need this stuff put out there.
Yeah.
as
Oh yeah,
samples.
exactly. It's amazing. So
It is
definitely, yeah.
amazing. And
You got some
he
good
goes
stuff.
over and you can see Maddie's over there like taking 3 of the floating ones. Free! I am so free! And you see his tentacles coming out. Yes! Yes! Oh!
So while all of this
Willie, you're the best.
earlier you said that the trinkets on the walls and stuff had like an unidentifiable source of energy. Can I try to identify it and see what it is?
You won't be able to identify it, but you can scan it.
Alright.
Scan it, like put in your database.
Okay.
In the sense of like, I can maybe find some knowledge down the future.
reference.
Yeah, for future, if you ever come across it, you can study it. So you can scan kind of what it is and what kind of makes it up, but you don't know the origins, anything like that, but you at least put it in your database. Absolutely. That's something you would easily. Yeah.
Oh,
And yours is just a. And he notices and is like, oh, interested, huh? Yes. It's one of our sources of energy.
What's it called?
Oh. Euthanasia.
Quickly
Sounds like a crazy ass drug.
Yes. Euthanasia.
Sounds like echinacea.
Yeah.
Very good.
I've
It's-
never heard that before.
Well, it's a derivative of aether.
Yes, right down
Yes.
there. Neat.
Ethernation.
It's beyond neat.
Alright. So the 1 credit per, and then we get 5 per 1 credit.
So are we getting 5 of each flavor? Do we want more than 5 of each flavor?
You're footing the bill, man.
5.
How many credits I have access to? It could only be 3.
Yeah, we.
We don't even know what a credit is worth. Really.
Right.
We don't.
No.
Yeah.
So let's
Nobody's
Oh,
ever. We
yeah.
haven't. You guys haven't.
Well, we
Look
did
into
give
that.
like
'Cause it's
20
not even your
credits
stuff.
to
Right.
What's his face? Who parked our boat?
Right.
I think it was 20 credits. So
You
yeah,
know what,
maybe
let's-
one credit.
let's get to all 5.
Let's
6?
get 10 of each flavor, which should be 2 credits each. Should only be 12 credits.
You guys, is nobody concerned about the mass, murder that's been happening, and we're just gonna
I
go
plan on
south
using
right
these
now?
to-
Okay.
Yeah,
to
we're
get
gonna
there.
we're going to use
Okay.
these. I'm not gonna.
My character
sing-
is deeply brooding, still
Yeah.
upset by our previous conversation.
Murder.
Just trying to find you, man.
I'm just kidding. We're talking about a movie I was watching.
So you get involved in some pretty crazy shenanigans, don't you,
Wow,
head
I'm-
goofball?
She's talking about murdering
Just a couple of
this ice cream
wild
sundae we
I'm
just had.
murdered. That
It was
ice cream
so
sundae.
good. Yeah, it was really good.
Watch out for brain freeze.
Exactly. Okay, so let's get
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, so I'm gonna hand over my what do you call it? Credit pad? Credit disc?
Yeah, it's
Wait,
just a
did
credit
I-
pad.
Credit pad, yeah.
Credit pad.
I'm gonna hand that over and say 12 credits.
Oh, not a problem. We've done our deal here. Let me finish up with this. Can you please put your palm on my pad here?
Why?
We need to connect these credits to you. Do you want to come back every time I sell a case of these, or do you want me to put it directly to your pad?
Okay, I put my pad on.
And it does a thanks, and he does his too. He puts it on there, so there's a binding deal. It's a bind now.
Guys, I hate this.
It's fine. You're good.
Fine.
You're making us money. It's fine.
You're fine. He goes, oh, okay. Yes. All right, then. Now let's put it... Okay. Okay. Not a problem. I have them ready for you. Matty, come down from there. I can't, Willie. This is so grand. You know I can't... I'm already up here. I guess I could grab some of these from the top shelf. No, this is too much fun. It's like, oh, good thing you're handsome. And he puts it in there, and he pulls them in little baggies. But they're not. Again, it's not leather. It's nothing like that. It's something you guys would not have ever seen before. But they're little baggies because he doesn't have them packaged. He has them packaged in cases, but that's it.
Right.
So you get basically 12.
Well, we wanted.
12 baggies, 5 in each bag.
Sure. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like you're getting a sack of gum.
Yeah.
I love our sacks of gum.
Our gum sacks.
I love buying Willie sacks.
So you do have all those. He labels them best he can. He doesn't have anything really in there, just kind of a marking. Like a picture of a nut.
Right.
A picture of a fin. So it just has the pictures of stuff. The original one has nothing on it.
Right.
Try not to get these mixed. We tried that once. Makes you a little goofy. It wears off, I think.
Right. We will do our best
Yeah, I think.
Thank you.
We're still waiting
Willie.
to find out.
to make
Thank
sure.
you.
So yeah, you guys basically have all those,
Sweet.
and
Oh look, I saw a bird. Bye.
a bird.
I just saw a bird. Yeah.
That's Matty. He's flying. That's what they do.
Already walking.
Have I
up.
fallen down yet, or am I still kind of just floating?
You're still. I mean, it lasts for about 2 minutes, and yours is a very light. Maddie's way up there, flying around just gloriously. I mean, just like it's almost like you could tell he wishes he was an angel. That if
Is an
angels,
angel.
if angels were
He's
unicorns.
a sweet angel.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do?
Just walk. I did very awkward walk out.
Me
so.
too, I follow her out.
Were you just like
I
staring
wanna
and you're like,
figure out and
I
see
was-
if he knows anything related to Tanya. Like, do you know anyone named Tanya?
So, are you walking out? She's walking out. Where are you headed?
I'm gonna stay with Griff.
Okay.
No lamb left behind, guys.
well, it's got pretty awkward, so I had to like.
It didn't seem like there was anything of
Tanya,
interest
hmm.
that was like.
We
I
got
do know
fucks
of
with
you.
stuff.
Because you checked in with the
Go,
council, but they did say you were talking of Ton, not of the Yar clan, and it was still a little fuzzy of where to look. But I guarantee you, if you talk to the guys on the dock, if anything came in spacecraft, there's a dock for that, and anything came out on watercraft or hovercraft, there's a dock for that. They usually check in everything that comes and goes in there pretty loosely, but it's at least documented.
What did the nut labor do?
All right.
Huh?
What did the
I mean,
nut
because
labor do?
you've talked,
The
you
plane
spoke with
flavor?
Frank, correct? Because you came in, you checked in on a water vessel, a
Yep.
hovercraft vessel.
The nut one was the.
Did you speak with Frank about this Ton,
Was
not
the
of the
white
Yar
one.
clan?
I thought that was the plant one.
No, the plant one
don't believe
made
I did.
everyone.
Ah.
That's
feel
right.
like-
No,
You might
this
want to
was-
check.
was
He
flashlight
usually
now.
takes
The
good
nut- the nut was
documentation. He's
flashlight out, and
he's a
the
little
grass one was
goofy and
brown.
acts a little bit flighty, but
And the best one.
He usually
was
gets the
future
job
talent
done.
One, which was the same.
that might be somebody
Yeah.
you speak with.
Like,
Um,
that
we-
was the
And then the plane was.
You guys didn't come in on a ship or
Really loud,
anything.
like-
Did you fly in from another planet?
No, we came in on watercraft.
Ah, okay. Because otherwise, you can check with them too. They do have a spaceport here. It's very small, but
I think I'm gonna
they get you where you need to go.
Do you know of any pie on this planet other than her? Well, I don't even know if I have genders, but she's
Oh, I don't know of any. But there's a lot of things that come and go, but they never come inside the city, the village itself. They stay at the ports and do transactions and then leave again. I don't mess with those. I'm a world traveler. I travel the world. I don't stick just here.
all right. Well, I guess we'll go check the docks, maybe.
Yes.
But there's another thing I wanted to ask you about.
Mm.
You know the energy sources that are used for these products?
Well, of course.
Where do they originate from?
Well, they come from where they send off the transmissions down in our home worlds. That's where we built this technology.
Oh wait, you guys didn't get anything to go underwater, did you? We
Nope.
It didn't seem like there was anything.
Seems like it's just gum back here.
It's trinkets. There's a lot of trinkets and stuff like that. He's experimenting with gum. But the other ones is there's a
Well,
lot
those
of
guns are cool. I mean,
We do a lot with those.
we
things.
got some cool.
If someone can swim underwater, then you have the vision one.
Mm.
Yeah, we've got already a water creature.
Sharing gum with the water creature.
We just all take the vision one and just make Griff go do all of it. Just
We're just like sitting in the corner, like, holy shit, this is good.
What if you take
It's all
multiple
VR.
doses of the future seeing one? Can you see further than like?
Griff
or
is
do you
your
just, like,
is your
your
VR
brain
unit.
explodes?
And then someone has to
That's what
like
he's gonna be.
also be my little water dragon has to be their eyes too.
You have a water dragon,
Yeah.
and the way that works is it's any creature within like 100 feet of you.
sweet.
As at that, I think it's power level 1 is anything within, I think it's 100 feet. So even your water
Is that a
creature
boon?
or anything like that could definitely do that.
All right. This didn't get us anywhere.
Well, so
No.
I'd say we go.
I'd say you check back in with Frank. If you didn't ask Frank,
I mean, that's where people come and go if they're on hovercrafts.
We tried to ask Frank, and he just told us not to like worry about it. Pretty sure we asked Frank about Tanya.
I'm not sure.
History.
He was just telling us to go to. I thought he was just telling us to go to the council.
Nobody asked him
Oh,
about
I thought we
Tanya.
did.
Nope. I
Alright.
remember that specifically. I was
Okay
like,
then.
I even have that in my notes.
Apparently, I'm just remembering things.
No, well,
It's fair.
I can remember wrong. I should watch it over again.
No, you're probably right. Then yeah, I guess we can go ask him.
But if I recall, yeah, nobody asked. I mean, you asked everybody since him.
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
The one that we left
The
the
dock.
Yeah, the ones
dock
at
guy.
the guys at the dock.
I think we
see
should
all
also
of
check out the space port.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes.
Well, if you're
I know.
staying in town, I mean, I don't know how long you're staying, but you know, always check out the tipped back. It's a nice little place. Traveling. Are you needing? On your way, I at least within the next few cycles or rotations, you should probably get out there and get this stuff advertised. Let's see if I can. And he reaches out his pad, and it does scan your credit. And he goes, "There you go. 50 credits, so you can at least travel a little bit."
Very, very kind of you, Will.
Oh well,
Gotta get you that product out.
we
You know?
we have a binding contract, so 50 credits is nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing at all.
Oh yeah. All right. Thanks.
On your way then, because
Yeah.
I don't know what time is, but here it is. It gets me credits.
Yes.
Yes. And what are we gonna do for you? Get you credits, Willie.
Willie.
Thanks,
Willie.
Willie.
You're welcome. Is that? I guess cats do that. You're welcome, Ditz.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
He basically tries to mimic exactly what you're doing,
Yeah, I'm gonna. Try.
not thinking it's awkward. He doesn't think it's awkward. He's just trying to.
That's yeah.
Like, okay, we're bye.
Oh, and he does the same. Okay, bye. He does the same thing
And
you
you
do.
follow me?
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna turn
I'm just
and
kind of
follow
like
this.
looking at him like, this guy's weird.
I've already, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're
I majestically fly out of the room.
Yeah, you're floating. So
Are you just like, swaying?
You probably look really cool.
Yeah.
come visit us again sometime. Oh, be our guests. So he breaks into song. Maddie's up there breaking into song. He's loving it. That's why you can tell that's the only reason he works at
So
Willie's
fly.
Wares is so he can try out the new gun. Where you guys headed?
Let's go
Out
talk
the
to
door.
Frank real quick.
And Deo's right out the front door.
So, Dave,
Yeah.
why weren't you allowed in there?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, well,
Man, that's a good.
I don't seem to do. My decision. I don't make them well.
I see.
So,
Oh.
So you annoyed Willie at some point.
Yeah, let's call it annoyed.
Okay, great.
Nice. Alright, let's go talk to Frank, guys. Dave's
Come
got,
on, Diane.
Dave's got issues, but he's cool. Alright.
He
Come
does
with
have
us.
some issues.
Yeah.
though.
we're going to talk to Frank.
Yes. We have some questions for him.
Oh, okay.
How does Frank feel about you?
Yeah, do you like Frank?
Frank. I mean, you don't care about me. It's just
Well, what if he does?
I.
Can I just stare at him super seriously? I mean, what if he does care about you?
So, somebody cares about Dave?
Yeah.
Trillian
What
cares
if?
about Dave.
Yeah. What if
I really
we?
do care about Dave.
What if we care about you? I'm hella serious, but inside I'm laughing.
It's gonna take me more than a day to get over trying to kill me. So I'm working on it.
You were trying to kill us.
I know you didn't mean to, but I didn't mean to annoy Willie either.
What
So-
happened between you and Willie?
Oh, well,
Did you have a tussle with the Willie?
well,
I want to eat
Haven't
some
we
popcorn
all-
that I got from Willie's shop while he's talking about this.
what are you doing? Sorry.
I'm eating popcorn while I listen to the story about Willie
Well, when
that I got from Willie's shop.
Willie,
I don't actually
Willie,
eat, but
he's
from
all over the. He's all over Barth, and
Right.
This is not really my home,
You're fine.
so
Yay.
yeah, Dave.
Yay.
Sometimes I do want to go home, but I honestly, I woke up somewhere and I don't actually know where I was from. So really tried to help me out, and yeah, I kind of just ran with it, and he gave me some food and shelter and all that kind of stuff, and they call it bolted. I kind of just left with a lot of his stuff and a lot of his credits.
Stole from him. Got it. Okay.
Well, I needed to survive. I was trying to survive on my own and find out where I'm. Yeah, I stole.
Did you ever tell him you were sorry?
How do you tell him you're sorry? I mean,
You say, Willie, I'm sorry for taking your stuff.
well,
I'll repay you by working.
oh, I don't know. I was trying to work.
Oh, so you suck at working?
I didn't suck at it until you guys showed up.
Damn.
You guys stopped me from getting my payday.
Well, alright, that's fair. Alright, you can come hang out with us for now.
I kind of have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I have to go back and.
Yeah, they'll probably
Talk to the
kill you.
council.
Anyways, okay.
So I kind of have to.
Hey, you're a cool guy. If you steal from us, we'll immediately murder you.
No, and then I protect it, like I put out a metallic protector.
No,
and I pet him a little. I just need a pet, I think.
Just
No,
kidding.
I'm just very clingy.
And the tentacles, like his fins and stuff, they kind of pull back, kind of like a dog's ears go.
It's like, no.
He was like,
I-
"Oh crap!"
I pet him even harder.
It's like, no, we would just please don't
You
steal
will
from
have me.
us.
I don't.
We'll treat you well if you don't.
Okay. Okay.
But we gotta go talk to Frank, for realsies. Yeah.
Frank.
Yeah, and Frank likes you, and we like you, so
Frank, I think he does. I don't know.
let's go talk.
I didn't. Nope, didn't steal from Frank.
Good job. You gold star. Good job.
Yeah.
You don't get a gold star just for not stealing.
Well, baby steps.
If
we
you
gotta
had
get some
gotten
baby
away
steps.
with the thievery,
We
maybe.
gotta get some baby steps with this guy. All right, let's go talk to Frank.
Okay. You guys have the questions for Frank, though, right?
Yeah, but you're
Yes.
I don't
you're
know.
gonna come with us.
Well, I have to.
Yeah.
I can only be with.
I mean, I don't want to say you owe us a life debt, but
Well, I'm not allowed to be anywhere besides at the council or with you. So right now I'm choosing you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
He shivers a little bit. And he comes with you. So you guys head over to the dock. And you'll see the... I think I was trying to put that as a place. Oh, I did. All right. This is where all the watercrafts come in and out. And
Yes.
and you're
Frank.
going over there and you go, and Frank's over there. Hey guys,
Frank.
how are you?
Kicking jam, man.
Yeah, it's kind of my feeling of the waves every once in a while.
I like how you think.
Feel a
Frank.
breeze. And he does the muscle beach like flex. Yep, been working out these last few hours since you guys been gone. You guys have been gone almost a full day. You've been doing odds and ends and
Nice.
everywhere. So you
Doing some
you haven't even
games.
docked it for a full night. This has only been one day. In the last 3 sessions, you guys have done one day. But you're going in there, yeah. So Buster didn't think you were coming back.
Joke's on Buster. We're back.
and you hear Buster. I don't care about jokes.
Well, we're
I
back,
just thought you
so.
were dead.
Oh, thanks.
Dead. That can happen around here, but
Not to us.
Starshine, are you guys already ready to leave? I mean, what have you done
Just-
in
While
town?
you guys are talking, I'm just into petting stuff right now. I'm petting it.
You're into petting stuff right now?
Yeah.
What are you
I'm
petting?
petting the Starshine.
You really
Oh,
into,
okay,
Just
perfect.
longingly.
you're saying you're into light petting right now?
And not heavy petting, just light petting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think there's no use getting into heavy petting?
No. I'm just getting into heavy
No.
petting. No.
Right. Hey,
Does it-
Frank,
does
we
that
got
mean
some.
they did
We have a
trouble?
question or two for you. You mind helping us?
Yeah, shoot. Go ahead.
I just kind of go like this. I'm like, he's got some things to say.
Do you know of any impai that's passed by here named Tanya?
Empire. What's an empire?
Ew.
You're like petting something, and you're like,
Hey!
this metallic thing comes up and goes, "Ew." It's like, somewhat of that recourse. I'm not sure though. It didn't quite look like her.
Did it look more like sandstone?
Like a stone type creature. Yeah.
Did it happen to say where it was headed?
Oh,
Avoided this
it-
whole trouble with the council at Deu.
It wasn't heading anywhere. It was with an Azrai.
which I
Do you know what?
I mean,
Which ad?
she's very nosy.
Which Azrai?
Yeah.
I've turned on
Oh.
the jet ski and have turned on music.
Oh,
I'm not in it.
they came in they were on a small vessel, but they didn't stay for very long. They just got some energy boosts and took back out there.
Which direction they go?
Yeah.
Out.
What they look like.
Oh, it's just an Azrai. I mean, it's kind of rough. Looks like it has some scars,
Ooh.
but that's pretty normal.
You didn't happen to catch his name at all?
No, but they did take off on the vessel. I've seen that vessel before, not of him on it.
What's the vessel's name?
Oh, Sugar Daddy.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Daddy.
So we've
I
now
think
had
I've seen that vessel
Starshine and
before,
Sugar
too.
Daddy.
Yeah, it's the Sugar Daddy.
Yeah.
Now you got to remember, this is all translation,
Right.
right? So purely translation. Their language is decently simple. And I'm trying to give you guys that idea. Their language is very decently simple. The technology that you're seeing is
Is
way in the future for you guys,
Sorry.
but you're noticing it's not like you're like, it's not that great. But you two are like, whoa, this is some cool crap, right? This is hundreds of years in the future for you guys. You guys are like,
Shit.
some of the stuff I can get into the gas station. Sometimes, it's like it's pretty normal stuff, except for the gum.
Gum's cool.
Yeah, the gum
Gum's
was
pretty
a
sweet.
whole
Do you
different,
have-
Energy sources.
Can I
Yep,
get
I'm
a
really
couple of
interested
those,
in.
like,
like a
Go
crazy.
with.
sand?
But he's like, yeah, they took off on the Sugar Daddy.
A bag?
Yeah. Well, so the bag is 5 pieces.
Five.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm just gonna absorb objects.
They happen to
outside.
pay you?
Nice.
Oh yeah, they always pay. You always pay to dock the
It's
boat.
gone.
You always
It's
pay
gone
to dock the
forever.
vessel.
Do I?
Oh,
Yeah. To use the
I have a
balloon.
question. Is there any
Is
way
it-
that I could like
I
hack
wasn't sure if I had it
his
as a.
pad in which
are you
they
asking
pay?
him or
No, I'm asking you.
you want to hack what?
I want to see if I can hack their pad
Thank
to
you.
see who paid to park the
No. Did I have
Sugar
it?
Daddy.
When I got rid of it?
You can try,
The one- Yeah, no. I
and
don't
we
have
got to
it.
figure out what that's
Got
going to
rid
be.
of it.
I think it
I'm
would
just keeping them in my pocket.
Did you-
for now.
did you
It's the
figure
last
out
time
something?
I was thinking if
I'm
it
just
was
gonna
just
create
the
a,
aura,
like, a metallic
aura
pouch
because
Nice.
it's like
on my body.
I'm sending
It's
myself
right here.
into it, and
You might still be
Oh.
able to see the
Kinda
bag a
like-
little bit.
I'm basically sending my, I guess,
little
soul,
metal
just
spider
what
web
makes me
around
me like,
Your digital
understand.
over a Wi-Fi connection. You're sending your
Canteen. looking.
Yes, I think that makes sense.
Or no.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that
It's like a
definitely makes sense.
backpack shaped like a bunny.
Okay.
But you would, and does that require a roll, Aura?
Aura, I think it's a. Oh wait, I'm not looking. I'm looking at Discord. What am I doing?
No,
It's
it's a
a
backpack
boon.
shaped like what's the
So go ahead and roll for
what's the cute guy with
the
ball?
boon.
With
What power
arms
level?
and- what's
Power
what are they
level
called?
4.
Okay, so you have to roll an 18.
Should I
Tiny
add
bugs
anything?
here with,
Like,
those scatterbrained.
Well, what dice do you have
Is it-
for it? You got to look at when it comes to Aura.
mhm.
Aura, you get to roll. Aura, you get to roll alteration, creation, energy, entropy, influence, movement. What's your highest?
Definitely energy.
So roll for energy, and you have to roll an
Season
18.
4 or I'm halfway through season 4 of Game of Thrones. My
Explosion.
friend's like,
oh,
I just
2
started Game of
explosions
Thrones.
and
Oh,
that
it's easy
20
on.
and that 6.
Oh dang!
3. Wait a minute.
So it's 10.
I'm bad at this.
I actually missed last week, and I feel like that's okay. I'm just gonna like watch
43.
the next 2.
Okay, so I'm going to say that you do definitely get inside of the system. It's hard for you to read,
Not good.
but for some reason in your system has been changing ever since you took
Yeah.
the effervescent air, and they're starting to work. You can feel like whatever you inhaled is actually working and still like moving inside of your being. So it's like kind of tickles, especially with that high of a roll. Like you get all those tickles, they're all moving, and you do see it, and you do see that 20 credits were paid to Frank, and it was by an Azrai named Pedwar. Pedwar.
Why does Pedwar sound like a Mexican gringo kind of guy? Which is completely different stuff. But he's like, I'm Pedwar. It's like Pedwar is trying to be hella slick. Sorry.
Yep, it's Pedwar.
Sorry.
Alright.
It's a really
You see
weird
it
thought.
in that in translation, Pedwar, and it was transport for 2,
Okay.
but the other one is unlisted.
Okay.
But it did say 2 creatures because they didn't know what the creature was.
Nice. Good job.
Wait, did she end up taking the thunder one again? Because I didn't know if she ended up taking a full sample of it.
You got, oh
That's
no,
for sure.
I took a half sample.
Okay.
I'm not yelling.
No, nobody anymore. It's like
Would
that.
this
Those 2 minutes have
full
passed.
or sample?
Okay.
So at this point, you're
We have
reading
to get the
Pedwar,
I think they're
full-size
full
ones.
sized.
and oh yeah, they're all full because you were talking about chalking me up for samples. And he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, good idea."
Which
and
is
sold you the
totally
full
lying,
ones.
but you know,
Right.
whatever.
Oh,
he-
I don't plan on distributing any
Oh,
of these.
yeah.
I plan on using these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already.
I
have-
just don't want.
Yeah, I gave her 5
I-
of the sand.
I
I'm
have
actually
a-
going to give you 5 of the
And
grass.
I fashioned a
Yeah, that
pick
was
pack
really
shaped
good.
backpack.
5 grass.
What?
I,
get
he-
the grass.
you might have missed it,
He's like crap.
Scooter, but I fashioned a pick pack shaped backpack, like like a kid's backpack, but shaped like and inside of that is my pouch. So
To
I've
put
got,
your gum,
yeah, my gum pouch.
my little,
It's in my backpack,
and your
but it's
juicy
shaped like
juice.
pick pack because I'm missing
It's pretty
and I'm a
cute.
kid. Do you know like the animal like backpacks?
I know exactly
Yeah,
what you're talking
I
about.
know.
I
This
still
one's
have
got the
it.
little
This
legs
one's-
flailing.
Yeah, it's like bloop bloop
It's
bloop, and
the
then
tiger
yeah,
one from when I was a
it's still made out
child.
of metal.
But yeah, you do see Pedwar. Yeah, they're doing exchanges of gum pieces.
Pedawar,
Alright.
we're haggling with gum, and he's just like finding out useful information. We're like, I want this gum.
Yeah, you guys are doing your
mine
gum
for
thing.
4
Your
of
Pedwar.
yours.
I didn't
Because,
know you
um,
did
There's
that
a
was
good
just
chat.
really nice of you.
Starshine
the
is
sheep.
all powered up. If you guys are headed out to do that,
I've
You guys
been
haven't
like
been
also
here for a
messing
day.
with the
Should
music
we
and
maybe
just like
wait for Kragar?
yeah.
I want to
Go
ask
find
more
him.
about Pedwar.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So is
Before we head out, we should probably try to find Kragar.
yeah, I agree. We're just gonna find out that he's like asleep on the ship the whole time.
We're gonna like show up to wherever
He was
Pedwar took
following us,
Tanya, and
obviously.
Yeah.
Kragar's
Super
gonna
rogue.
be there already.
Wherever-
Like Pedwar's knocked it on the yard. He's like, I've been waiting for you guys.
He's already like slashed
Honestly-
the dude's face.
Yeah.
He's super rogue. He can be wherever we are
Yeah.
very easily, I think. Most likely is
Yeah.
what I would hope. We don't
I'm
have to
gonna,
worry about him.
um,
We just
ask
met him like 2 days
Ask
ago.
him.
Do you know anyone named Pedwar?
Pedwar. I know a lot of names. A lot of names. Who are you to ask about Pedwar? That's something that
Excuses.
I mean, not many people ask about pet bars. So
Do you have to be somebody? I mean,
Do we have to be something?
I feel like
I'm sure.
maybe you guys don't hang around the right or the wrong people enough to know who Pedwar is.
doesn't Pedwar deserve an audience? Like, tell us about him.
I enjoy my life.
Alright.
This is a great job. I love working here. Thanks for the 20 credits. And it is powered up. If you guys need any sort of help, though, or want to hang out at the tipped back, and he doesn't know how to wink.
He just blinks.
So he does this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a 20-foot tall.
Right.
He doesn't know your demeanors or anything.
You watched Samurai Jack? Because I can't help but picture the Woolies
Yes.
as the Grundle. It's like,
That's great because
Nice.
that's I'm trying to give everybody their own picture of what they are. But yeah, that's what he's trying to mimic your guys' demeanor and the way you guys are talking about gum, and he's trying to be a little. So he tries to wink and said, "Tipped back." I think you might want to follow a couple people's lead at the tipped back. Your dialect is a little too precise to hang out with somebody of that name. But if you need your
we like keep cool with
cargo,
give him,
that's where I'd look.
Yeah, give him a sample.
Yeah, just give him a small sample. Like cut it like
But yeah, he goes
Don't
back to
worry
this,
about it.
and he goes back to talking to him. But you did get the information of him telling you, it was like, nah, that's something I don't want to tell you about.
Alright.
He gave us a lead, so let's give him a piece of gum.
Man, where's our mind dredger right now?
right.
Get back here, you! Could I,
Maybe he'd be like more willing to tell us if he didn't have to say it out loud.
Oh,
Like,
I
if
know.
he could
I'm gonna
tell-
telepathy talk to him real quick. Let me see if I can
You
do
could
that.
chew the
Yeah, 'cause it's
grass
just a
gum and
feat.
convince him.
And then I'm not gonna try to like sneaky. I'm just gonna say, listen, it's just you and me right now. Oh.
How are you doing?
It's not me.
Doing what? What's happening?
It's okay.
Oh, is she doing the...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just me. Nobody can hear you. Tell us about this. Tell me about Pedwar. Or
Stand drugs.
Pedwar.
Give him drugs.
It's
So you're
safe.
gonna hear
Because
telepathically. He's like,
everyone's just kind of like,
you don't. Nobody asks about Pedwar.
Why?
Nobody does.
What? Why?
You guys
Why, though?
escaped death, correct?
Is he saying that out loud?
Yeah.
No,
Not
this
just
is all
telling me. We're
telepathic.
talking.
You guys escaped death, correct?
Mhm.
Pedwar is probably somebody up the train that called that order to go to that island.
Is he an Azrael? I mean, do we know anything?
They're all Azrael.
Yeah, we know Pedwar's a...
Okay. Do you know where we would? No.
No, those logs we don't get. And he's doing it. You can hear it. He's like, no, we do not have those logs.
Why
We
would
do
it-
not have those logs. They are always erased.
To get wiped. So he's high up then?
Ooh, I don't know what high up means, but all I know is we don't talk to people like Pedwar.
Do you like Pedwar? Do you like people like Pedwar?
I don't think that's a matter of like or
No,
not
so
like.
tell me more. All the info. I won't tell.
I think your phrase might be because you guys were conversing and stuff. He's an evil ass dude.
Yes.
nice. I mean, we're not listening.
Yeah.
We're talking about gum.
A lot of friends, or
What kind of friends does like if we wanted to infiltrate?
Hunters.
something? Hunters.
Sounds like an evil
Assassins.
woman.
Okay.
the ones that
Let's just poison this girl.
Hey.
turn us.
The ones that turn.
Learning.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think we should just talk about it's like
They
just
do
kill
get
this
some of
guy.
their orders
Murder him, cold blood.
out of the tip back.
I'm just like, go,
That's
go, let's go.
Not telling you, he's
Colin.
dead.
And that's the taverns, the
That sounds
outdoors.
good.
Sorry.
They do get some of their orders from the tip back if they don't get a digital. Sometimes they have to do it face to face, so there's no worries of. I don't like somebody in my head. I'm trying,
I know it's really distracting.
and I don't know what, but I don't. If they can hear me, and he's all of a sudden you can hear his thoughts get loud. If they can hear me, I've got nothing to do with these people things, and it's just thoughts that are loud. And so it got this volume of like this real nervousness, and it's like
We
I
have
don't want
no
any part.
alliance with the Azrai. We're here to help.
Okay. This is my life, though.
Yeah.
So the more that
Okay,
You
I'll just
get-
leave you alone.
and you
Thank
do
you.
see of a very large
Is he-
20-foot pee himself a little bit, and he
Alright.
kind of turns his back.
You
All
get
right,
used
so
to
I'm
it.
gonna
Don't worry
then
about it.
I'm gonna turn it off and I'm gonna turn it on the. I think I can. Can I do more than one person? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
it's just a turn.
I'm just
so.
gonna relay what he said. That, you know,
Okay.
all that stuff. If you guys are listening.
Yes.
So I'd say we end there tonight
Okay.
Yeah.
with the information that you did. You got a lead
But
Yep.
on Ton of the Yaw clan.
yes, and we found out that Dude Bro sometimes they operate out of the tipping bar or whatever. I forgot what it's called.
Yes.
The place.
And you're
the bar.
as she's giving you that information, Ditz is putting two and two together to where this is not something that's because you scoped the place and people were sitting down and having deals and
Yeah.
it was a normal thing. People weren't scared of them because that's just normal procedure here on any Azrai establishment. It's just normal procedure. It's not a scary, ooh, they're dark and mysterious. They're not. They're very open because this is just how life has been for thousands of years. So yes,
Sweet.
All right.
so there we are. Another session of new
There we are,
trippers.
and there we
Thanks
go.
for the followers.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Nick so
oh, Nixel. He is a good buddy of mine. If he's actually that lives in LA. So thank you so much, Nick. You're a gem.
Good job,
And a
Nick.
scala. I give you 2 big kisses on each cheek. Thank you very much. Thanks, Nick, man. That's awesome. We used to work together years ago at Apple up in Tacoma. So thanks, man. It means a lot. But join us again, Nick, and all the other subscribers and all the other followers and those kind of things. Yeah, that was me. That's my alarm. So join us next week for Adrenochrome on Wednesday, Infinity Tower on Tuesday, Thursday again. We'll be back here, New Trippers,
Yes.
getting all silly. Got a lot of an information kind of session tonight, which was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Whoa.
So we
I'm
got our
stoked about my bag of gum.
got bags of
I'm
gum.
actually really excited about this guy.
Yeah, this
bags
gum
of
is
super
awesome.
gum and Intel tonight.
Yeah.
So, anybody want to do a certain type of goodbye? We did a princess wave once. We did a wave once. What's this one?
Sound of music. Just kidding.
Because he was running through a field.
Wait, what?
He was running through a field because he ate the grass.
He ate the grass and he ran through a field.
Yeah.
We have all been there. Okay.
I have not.
Oh,
I've not been there.
okay.
All
I'll
right,
point that
well,
out now.
We'll
right.
we'll work on that. No.
see you later, everybody.
After
All right.
now, crocodile. I'm just going after. You, I thought you said Alan.
We could just do the. Here, let's chew gum.